Hello, everybody. For those listening onto the stream, I'm going to start letting you hear what we're saying behind the scenes.
Bad.
All right, you
Yeah,
guys
no.
can be heard now.
You know, fantasy, they just constantly profanities every time they
Yeah.
open their mouth.
A video game that I played, but I won't go back to play again is Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
Ooh.
One I need to finish, but has a similar vibe. It's relatively new. It's called Ogu and the Secret Forest.
I've heard of this.
I think I told you about it. Basically, it's a combination of Calvin and Hobbes. You're a kid on an adventure. You can't decide if it's real life or not.
Calvin and Hobbes. I love that strip.
I haven't finished it, but that's because I got stuck, and I haven't wanted to go back because I love the wonder and whimsy of it. But the story is unbelievably dark. That as you're going on, it's just this little kid with their net, keeps catching bugs, making Pokemon cards. There's so many different little mini games you can do. There's fishing and there's so many fun little things. It's basically classic Legend of Zelda meets Animal Crossing.
Cool.
Really, really cute. Really, really fun. But it's pulling such a heartstring. I don't want to go back and finish it.
Yeah.
Something that I think I've learned about myself is that when I like to do the 100% thing, I really like to explore in games, but once I've beaten a game, I can't go I'll play it again, but I won't do the ending. I'll go all the way to the ending just because I love story so much and build up and twists and turns that when it comes to the end, if I know what the end is, I'm like, I don't have to go through that again. It's done. It's kind of yeah, especially if the end is just a final battle. It's fuck this. Why the hell am I struggling for this shit? You know what I mean?
Oh, that's my other. Both Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. I 100% did those games, and I haven't touched them since.
Here's a fun fact about me: I've never played a Zelda game. Ever.
Same.
Ever?
Ever. I want to. I do not have the consoles to play it.
What are the chances that we get Brett to play Ocarina of Time on this channel? And
Brett forces us to play video games. We turn the tables.
I mean, I am honestly, here, apparently.
Honestly, Brett, I would be down to do a you and me, and I just do a walkthrough with you of Ocarina of Time, because I've played that game probably 15 times in my life and completed it. It's so good.
Played all the time.
See, I was more Majora's Mask.
Yeah?
I love it. Majora's Mask, my favorite Zelda.
I think Majora's Mask gave me anxiety. Because of just how much time.
You have 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days. Fuck!
I have a YouTube creator that I've watched playthroughs and
Ads
tell
over,
the
by the way.
story
You
of
can
it.
get live anytime.
Okay.
Okay.
And
We'll go live in 1 minute.
Sure.
I think I like Majora's Mask more, but I think I like the story of it more versus Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. I like screwing around in Ocarina of Time, breaking people's pots.
Yep.
All right.
Valid.
All right.
I guess. All right. Let's actually do a show.
Hey, guys. We're coming.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello and welcome
Hello.
to Antipod Cast, aka this fucking thing. I'm Dono. These are my lovely players and people to talk to.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So
Players
excited.
and people you can talk to.
Hello.
Yeah, because we get to ask questions today.
But are you saying that all of us are players? Are you firing one of us after this? If I need to leave, Dono, just tell me. I understand.
I'm sorry to say this, but guys, I'm leaving this channel.
Oh my God.
Oh, what a
wow.
shame.
I bought him
You
out,
can't
guys.
leave us in charge.
Bottomed out.
I know that. That's why. No, I can't end a campaign in the middle of it again. I wouldn't be able to handle.
We'd all be staying up at night, making your own fanfic of what would happen next.
I mean, we have that whole RP section. We could just start doing that now.
Cool.
Yeah.
God. All right.
Sponsor?
Wow.
Are you doing any music?
Oh, I should probably do some music. I didn't even think about it. I was just chatting.
We need something to set the mood.
Okay.
Yes.
Give us a vibe.
Put on some ska.
Stop. I wonder if there's... No, that's scat, not ska.
It's the same freaking thing.
No.
No, it's
No.
not even
I know it's not
close.
actually the same
Hey,
thing. I'm just being...
I have a scat king. Stupid enough.
Lord.
You know why Scatman chose
let's
scatting
do
as
this
like
one.
a career path? Because he had a stutter, and he took advantage of his stutter to like perform scat music more effectively. So he did, and he became one of the top 10 artists, best-selling artists of all time in Japan.
We're just gonna cycle through the tavern music.
Okay, great. Hey, Dono, real quick. Where do we get this awesome music from?
From Tabletop Audio, duh.
Man, you're aggressive today, man. You okay? Do you need a hug?
I'm good. But yes, if you would like to get beautiful tracks, background music, such like what you're hearing right now, go to tabletopaudio.com. They're free to use. They're free for the public. You can support them through Patreon or buying some of their merch and things that. Otherwise, it's just free. If you go to use them on your stream, they ask you to shout them out and let people know about them. So yeah, this is us doing that. Check them out. They're fantastic. They also have soundboards, and yeah. I'm terrible with that. Anything else?
Hey, I did my job as an admin, so
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I get it. That's funny. That's a funny joke.
What do we have going on for the week? I believe our next stream is
Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday, we will be
Thursday.
doing another episode of The Moonlit Mist. Because we missed it last week. So, we'll
They
be coming
missed
back.
the mist.
The mist was missed.
Yes.
Really.
The mist was missed, so therefore be sure not to miss the mist this week, this Thursday.
Hey, we heard you like mist, so we missed the mist, so you can miss it on the next mist.
I heard you like mist. Just takes earphones out, leaves.
I'm gonna start a new show with Dadley and Fantasy. We're just gonna have a great time.
Yep. So, as well as we have another Talkback episode on Friday for the Inquisition.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Run by Dippet. You'll see a lot of faces here. Stealthy, are you joining us for that? I know the list had questions, so for
Let me double check.
Yes, I get off at 5. Yes, I'll be here.
Fantastic.
cool.
Oh yes, there will
So
be.
yeah, all of us will be here except Brett.
Pretty much.
It's because Dippy
He's
doesn't
not
want me
invited.
to enter their world. Yeah, no, it's because
Listen,
if I enter the world, there will
listen,
just be
Brett,
chaos. Yes.
listen, Brett.
Yes.
If I didn't already have, actually.
You have so many players. You have so
Yeah.
many players, Dippy.
No, wait a second. I will say.
I
there is
almost
a
got kidnapped.
possibility.
Of a
No,
side,
I
of
will
a
say
side campaign.
there is a possibility. Can you turn the music down a little
Yes,
bit?
I
It is
can.
loud.
Is
There is a
I
possibility.
thought it was banging.
that one of our players, depending on the shifts that they start getting at their new job, won't be able to play anymore. That is, it's a remote possibility because that hasn't come up yet. But
Sure. I will say
That's a
that,
discussion for later.
that is discussion
Yes.
for later, and I usually stream with the misses on Friday nights.
Yeah.
okay.
So if you're willing to take both of us, I think that'd be the better
I
thing
mean,
to do.
we could always just have 5 players.
we could always just have 5 players.
Oh, don't be silly.
Dude, you know I like my big parties.
I know.
I like my big parties and I cannot lie.
Let's get the nut.
I
Guys,
could,
my
but-
local D&D group is like 7 people, so
Yeah.
like
When an elf walks in, and a dwarf walks in, and a tiefling walks in, and another
I-
dwarf walks in, and a human walks in, and another...
A strong start.
Anyway, hey guys, what are we doing this week? We're doing Talkback.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're doing
Yes.
Talkbacks all week, and then I don't know what's happening on Monday for the deputies. Just watch it, find out.
On this coming Monday, we will
Something.
be playing Dream Daddy.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. But today, we are talking
Oh, we need
about
to do the
Crossroads.
spiel too. Hold on one
Oh,
second.
okay, yes. Sorry. about that. We have a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
We
hold
have-
on, stop ruining the spiel. Okay,
It's
give us
Jimmy's
a follow if you like
thing.
what you. I have many things.
You have so many things.
As you can see, we're professionals on this channel.
Give us a follow if you like what you
We
see.
try.
Give us a subscription if you're feeling generous. A Prime subscription gives us the money and you the ad-free experience at no cost to you with an Amazon Prime account. Give us a subscription on the YouTube channel to keep up with the VODs of all of our shows, past, present, and future. Follow the link tree in the description to see all of our other fun stuff, like the Instagram to see updates when we go live, clips edited by Brett, and memes made by Dono. The merch store has new things coming, and you can have a small piece of the channel with you. And check out the Discord server where you can chat with us and all of our other Anipod fans. As always, we appreciate anything you do to support the channel and support what we do here, but do what you can, not what you feel like you have to. Your lives are important just as much as our stream is fun. So a follow on the Twitch or a subscription on the YouTube or a like on the video or otherwise just helps as much as anything you could do. So interaction helps.
I'm also
so thank
taking
you.
suggestions for the Discord because I'm revamping the fan Discord. So now's the time, people.
Now's the
Message
time.
me.
So, much for supporting us and watching us. And with that, let's fucking talk back.
Let's do this thing.
We have to.
Does anyone want to give a recap of the series?
Wow. Okay. Oh shit.
I've watched
I
more
wasn't
recently,
here
I
for like
Okay.
the first 5
Brett's like,
episodes.
Wait a second.
So
Yeah. Wait a second. Let me see if I can do this succinctly.
Okay.
We started in a town. We had
We went to another town.
Technically.
no.
And
Hold
we
on.
went to a-
No, hold on. No. We started in Crest.
No.
We met.
Wrong.
12 came home.
Yeah.
Canna was happy about that. Shovel and Reinhardt were people that existed back then. One of them died, and the other one got kidnapped by the merfolk.
Existed at some point. What the kind of thing were you? Okay, sure.
There
There's
was
been
another,
death
but
in this campaign.
yeah. We fought some spiders. We found an egg, like a rock egg. Lux hid the rock egg and got kidnapped. We rescued them and met Avery along the way, but they weren't called Avery at that point. They were called Walker. We went to a lighthouse. We recovered Lux. We got a cart. We traveled a lot. That covers a few episodes.
So much.
The whole part where your girlfriend
we-
bit out your tongue and, you know...
Oh,
you
no,
guys were
yeah,
on
no,
the
wait.
run.
We got a cart. We went to a festival. A lot of fun was had. Canna got his tongue bitten off. That was a thing. Islan ran away and wasn't seen again for a long time. We used our new cart. Yeah, paladins we're hunting 12. We don't
They
think
still
they
are.
are.
They still are.
No, 100% are. You guys were hiding from
We
them.
started using our cart to travel a lot. We went to a college party. That was fun.
Right on.
Kinda got retrospective on himself.
Avery turned into a brat.
Yeah.
yeah.
We went over a bridge, and there was a huge bird and a dragon fighting each other. That was the only episode I wasn't there for, and 12 fucking died. That was my whole thing the whole
Lost
time.
arms.
And 2 of the party members lost arms. So now 3 of the 4 party members at this point were limbless in some way. If you count a tongue as a limb.
I don't.
Appendage.
Of course,
No.
after that, after a little bit of traveling, a little bit more traveling, the Silvercrest Kingdom lauded us as heroes. So we went to a theme park. I got a crystal ball. We rode a Ferris wheel, and 12 collapsed on the floor.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Your tattoo was hurting? I don't know.
Don't
Something
remember
happened.
that.
You had
You're
no
Sure.
idea.
forgetting the quest you guys did with the dragon.
Right.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah. And then we slept. A dragonborn knocked on our door. We helped this dragonborn walk up a hill.
He was not a dragonborn.
It was a
It
guy.
turns
said
out
that.
he
Was
wasn't
he
a
not-
No, he was a
born
genasi.
dragon?
He was a genasi. Sorry. A genasi knocked on our door. We helped this genasi walk up a hill. It turns out that genasi was a dragon. We got a lot of epic boons for that, for doing that.
Technically, each of you got
Lux-
one, but yeah.
Lux became part illithid. We're still not fully sure about that. We walked back down the mountain. We traveled a little bit more. We went to went to Victory. No, yeah, we went to a dinosaur park.
Dinosaur.
We went to
Stealthy, you're
Victory.
A quiet.
We had a couple of little misadventures in Victory. The guard caught back up with us. Victory learned that we were harboring a fugitive. They weren't very happy with that.
They were actually pretty chill about it. To be fair,
they were more chill about it. They were not happy, but they were chill.
You also got Carter before you guys went on the bridge to backtrack.
Yeah, we got
bit.
Carter at some point in
there. We got Carter at some point in there. Carter became one of the Fey Court people through a pact of some kind.
What?
Became family.
Oh, yeah.
There was a talking tree that went, never! And that was a really good clip. We left...
And then the show went downhill from
Victory. We left Victory. We got pointless tattoos.
Hey, they're cool.
A little bit.
You guys
actually got useful tattoos.
Yours keeps you from dying.
Teleported to show. We had a spa day. That's a missing episode.
Every time I have to bring it up and rub it in my face.
Yeah. We had a oh god, there was a scandal with Lux's lookalike. For a second there, I almost got pepper sprayed. That didn't actually happen though. We talked to Lux's friend. We left on a boat. I stole a fishing rod from a child.
You paid for it. You paid.
No, I paid for a fishing rod from a child. No, yeah, I
paid for a fishing rod from a child.
A fishing rod's maybe.
We
like
went on a boat trip. On the first day of that boat trip, there was a storm. There was something weird about that storm. Canna impulsively jumped off the boat.
Canna fucked the storm.
Canna fucked the storm.
I've heard about mood swings. That's nutty.
Avery was not very happy about that. We finished the boat trip. We ended up in Droog. Droog is fun. It's like Australia, but worse. We met Dish, the newest party member. But he doesn't know that yet.
No one's asked him to join.
That's it, yeah.
We got some lizards. I'm pretty sure I have asked to.
Technically, he's just a dude that you guys are paying to be your friend.
Yeah.
I mean, at the point.
So it's like
this point,
it's
right?
like real life with me with you guys. Yeah. It's exactly the same.
We walked through the desert, came to a town with a lot of thieves in it. We came to a town with a lot of thieves in it, and then
that is true.
The DM got pissy when we mentioned that there were a lot of thieves in the town, and we didn't want to stay in it. We fought two wyverns.
You messed the brown dragon, but okay.
Oh yeah, we met the dragon of the desert.
Mm-hmm.
We camped. We fought two wyverns.
While camping.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's it. I think we're caught up.
Y'all experienced Turkish coffee for this time. Oh, and Canna got high.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lux discovered there were aliens.
They've all gotten drunk.
Oh yeah, and aliens exist.
Well, there's been a lot of drinking this campaign.
Yeah.
And that's the show up to this point.
All right, good episode, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tomorrow.
All right, yeah, catch you guys later. Bye. No.
All right.
Someone else talk now.
I was gonna say I normally run these talkbacks, but Brett's done such a great job and told me he was ready to run all this, not to throw you on the spot.
I told you that because I figured you'd be busy.
If you want to take over, yeah.
How about we do rollies? I don't know.
You want to do You want to just round robin questions?
I don't know. Fuck, man.
What do you want to? Okay.
Well, I mean, I have them in alphabetical order other than Dish because I didn't
Actually,
think Dish was going
here's
to
an
have
idea.
questions.
We roll these, and whoever gets the highest roll has a question asked of them, or whoever gets the lowest roll has a question asked of them.
Okay.
You guys act like you don't want to do this.
The highest roll gets to ask a question of the lowest roll.
We don't have to gamify talking to our friends.
That's true. We can just also go down
I have
the
You
list.
suggested rollies first.
No, I fucking did it. That was Dono.
Hey,
the royal you,
we
all
have
of
to
you.
remember. We have to remember that Chadley doesn't like to be accused.
May I ask my good friend Avery a question? Can I ask Stealthy a question, please?
I don't know. Roll for it.
Stealthy says what?
Also,
no, that's a 2.
Okay.
No.
Oh, I tried. Sorry, I can't.
Well, I tried.
Stealthy.
You can try. Stealthy.
Stealthy's busy at the moment.
Stealthy, are you here with us? Are you in
They're
the
trying
room?
to figure out their mic situation.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dono, just starting off with you for a question. What's your deepest, darkest secret?
How about this? Because you're the Dungeon Master, we'll ask you a question first, and then you can popcorn to the rest of us. Is that okay, Dungeon Master?
Yeah, we'll just play popcorn a bit.
Dadley, have you been a good boy?
We are
no.
And demonetized immediately. Well done, gang.
There goes all my money.
What money?
Good point.
All right. Dono.
Do I just
For real.
Am I choosing from the list here?
You can choose any one of them from the list, yes. You can roll a d6 if you want to pick someone, because there are 5, and then the 6th one you just choose. If you really want to do the rolling perspective.
How about, Dono, you're the DM, just roll a d6, and every time you roll, it's the next question on the list for that character.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I was going to actually ask you my question that I made for you, which was, how does Dadley feel about 12 now that they have had a full rebuild thanks to the Dragon's boon?
Ooh. So much better. So, for behind the scenes, 12 started as an Oathbreaker Paladin.
Okay, how do I sound now?
You sound
Perfect.
much better.
Good.
Okay.
Yes.
But you can turn your mic gain down a little.
What a shitty subclass. What a very boring. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Oath of a Paladin, Oathbreaker Paladin is a really fucking boring subclass. Narratively, it's fun. Mechanically, there's actually not a whole lot to it.
Unless you are actively playing an evil person.
Yes.
An Oathbreaker Paladin class does not work.
That's the thing. Unless you are purposely being evil, a lot of the features don't do anything. Or features you don't want to use.
So how are you enjoying Blood Hunter then?
It's so confusing, but I like it. I've never been a blood hunter before. There is a lot to being a blood hunter. It makes me miss Merc of just I swing at it, and then what else do you do? Swing at it harder. So it's a lot, but at the same time, like, I'm gonna be honest, Dono, you don't throw us in a whole lot of combat.
I don't.
So it's a lot of
This is a very narrative channel.
Yeah.
There isn't a lot of combat in any of the
This campaign is, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not stopping you from choosing combat.
That is true. But also, in their defense, Dono, as someone who recently watched the show a few times, there's not a lot of spots where they can get into combat unless they're picking fights with, like,
I know.
12's old buddies.
Well, it's
And I
also,
feel
you
like-
guys like to RP a lot, too.
We do.
Yeah, so I'm fine with that. And I let you guys kind of control a little bit more of, like, what the whole thing is. If there's, there has been moments where if I had rolled badly behind the scenes, you guys would have had a very epic combat. It's just there's been some very nice rolls of things happening, such as when, I guess this is a question I'm answering that I've just come up with myself. For example, you guys remember when they, what was it? The fucking individuals came to talk to Emily's old character, Briar. What the fuck are they called?
Ambassadors.
Ambassadors from Crawl, when they came talk and discussing the whole, Briar didn't know that 12 was a fugitive of Crawl. I was really scared because whenever I roll for Emily or Fantasy's characters, they always roll like Fantasy.
That is a terrible sentence.
So, I will say this, okay? The rolls, because I remember doing them. The first one was a 2. Which was, oh shit, which was, they're pissed at 12. Now, and finding out the second one, which also gave them like one loss. I had like a point system.
Sure.
The next one ended up being a 12, which just barely beat the ambassador, who rolled really badly. And then they got a natural 20, which was unseen of, and during that point of the conversation, it was Briar lying that they had never met you before. And if that had failed, there would have been a whole thing that happened within the capital. So, which would have been story relevant of a fight and giving you guys not like information, but you don't get that now because it didn't happen.
So rolling along with that, like I said, we're doing popcorn, I guess. So I got asked, Lux, Emily,
Yes.
is Lux looking forward to finding those temples/ships their dying mind flare told them about?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Me, my actual self totally forgot about that.
I wasn't even here for that episode, so I was more asking as like, oh, what's that? Like
The episode where they got the.
yeah, I wasn't here for that.
Where we ran back down the mountain again? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
This probably means something in sign language that is, I don't know.
I don't know.
God.
But yeah.
There you go.
She's
Yeah,
excited.
because there's one of the
Nice.
ships here on Droog for you to find if you'd want to go looking for it.
Ooh.
Aliens, let's go.
Yes.
Aliens.
Aliens.
Ah,
Aliens. I've just been twiddling a pair of D8s like this whole time. Like,
Right. Lux, it was hot potato to you. Now you get to pick to ask someone a question.
okay.
You have the questions open. Were you able to find them?
Yes. They
Okay.
were sent to me.
I just sit directly sent the link.
Good.
okay.
Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna
handsome.
go for Canna.
Ooh.
Why did you think Lux was a poet?
Okay, very specifically, there was a point on the boat where I was half paying attention to what, like, you were talking about you were writing something, and you mentioned that you were writing, like, you were trying to work on the eloquence of it, or like the nature of what specifically you were writing was very like I thought it was like you were working on eloquence and rhyming, or like writing something down that like just to improve your like narrative writing or whatever it was, creative writing skills.
Yes.
So I internalized that in my half listening as, oh, Lux wants to write poetry? Like one of the many conclusions that Canna has jumped to, both in character and above table. But yeah, no, that's mainly why. Yeah.
All right.
Valid.
On that note, let's see here. Who do I want to...
Who am I going after?
Who am I going after? There was one... Okay. Oh, here's a fun one. I don't remember writing that one, but Avery. Does Avery plan on getting their arm back the same way Canna is getting their tongue back? Like, do you feel like a part of you is missing because of... Like, do you want your own arm back, or is that something you're concerned about?
No, it's not something that Avery's actively looking to pursue. Avery has trauma. And so,
What? Avery
what?
Drama.
so, but it's as far as like the arm is a price that they would pay again, and they don't really particularly care about, like, it's not their first ginormous scar, and it's not, they have a functioning arm again, and the only way to get their arm would be to enter into either some sort of deal or attain power. And because of how they were brought up, they are like, nope, I already have a perfectly functioning arm now. I'm not going to pursue that.
Okay.
I know it wasn't at me, but 12's quick answer is he doesn't deserve an arm until Avery gets one. So.
Oh. Oh boy.
That answers one of the questions in your list, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Which
what is 12
was
plan
one-
getting a prosthetic arm?
Which
Yeah.
like, I read that one and I was just like, 12 has a fucking arm.
I have
That's
a prosthetic
true.
arm. I don't use it now that I have my ghosty arm.
Yeah.
So
Which was
Interesting.
12 doesn't get one until Avery does. So if Avery spends their whole life without it, 12's totally okay with his ghosty arm.
Okay.
You're
Okay,
so
if they ever
good.
if they
Anyway,
ever take
anyway.
a ceramic class, they can just sit right behind one another, and each one of them.
It's
work
like
together.
Ghost, but we have to do it. Like,
Oh. All right, Avery, your turn to.
Okay. I got it for Dish.
Alright.
What does Dish think of the party? Like,
mm,
On it, like he calls y'all, you're a bunch of tourists.
yeah.
Some of you are overconfident. Some of you are just here trying to figure yourselves out, and some of you are just confused about yourselves. Like he kind of, with the poetry that he did, and he's going off more of it. He realizes that all of you are just as sad as Abnir, but all of you process it completely differently.
Oof.
Trauma for everyone.
drama.
You get some trauma. You get some.
Which is why he's trying to be as friendly as he can be with you guys. He likes you guys. You're fine. You haven't thrown any slurs at him.
Are there dog slurs?
Yeah. Mutt.
Oh, I was thinking like, oh, all these woofers over here.
you fucking.
You can
Woofer.
call him a bitch, I guess, but like, eh.
I don't think.
Well, it's
I
not
don't know
about-
that that applies. Well,
I just imagine somebody. You son of a bitch! You're like, you've met my mother. Really? Like,
Yeah.
There you go.
Or watch your mouth. That's my mom you're talking about. One or the other. Yeah.
okay, all right.
All
There
right.
you go.
To make it a group question and to Uno reverse it on you guys. How is Dish?
Aw, Dish is the best boy. Dish, no,
He
for real.
literally talks shit so much.
Well, like wakes up in the morning and he's like, I have to be suspicious of this dog, and then 5 seconds later he's like, this dog is my best fucking friend.
No. Deadly. It's not me. It's 12 we're talking about.
Privately, I've had this conversation with Brett that I have a hard time playing a character that's suspicious of him because I fuck with Brett. Like,
Mhm.
that's the thing. I don't
Dish-
like everybody, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
Canna, from the couple of like out of game role plays that we've done and the time in game that we have spent together, Canna is sort of not like seeing Dish as like a mental combatant, but someone to bounce ideas and questions off of because he's been bouncing a lot of ideas and questions off of him. Like whether it is purely out of curiosity as to what Dish is versus Dish's curiosity about how my tuna was, like it's one of those things that's just like, okay, someone is intellectually engaging Canna at a level that he doesn't normally get from other people, whether it's because Canna doesn't want to bother other people or he doesn't want to bother other people. And I don't know. It's fun having him around. Absolutely. I mean, he's vital to have around right now. But like later, it'll be even more fun to have him around when Canna convinces him to join the party by convincing him that he can make a lot more money off of mainland schmucks.
Avery finds Dish, the way that he's been interacting with them is familiar, because as far as Avery is concerned, Dish is the most Fey-like being they found outside of the Feywild.
Valid.
Interesting.
And so they're like, oh, I know how to interact with this one. everything else is so fucking weird out here.
Happy to
But
help.
this one, I
It's
can
like-
interact with this one. I understand that.
It's exactly like when autistic people meet for the first time, and it's just like something about you makes me like know you.
Oh, I understand.
You got the
Flux.
tisms.
So they find they're suspicious that's in their nature, but they're also highly amused by Dish.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So Lux,
Okay.
she's like, she doesn't care. Like, oh, you're nice.
Describes the Lux majority of the time.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: if she doesn't like you, at some point, if you do something bad, she will cast Fireball on you. She
Oh.
will not care.
I like to imagine that Lux is very much like the cool aunt that's just like, oh, okay, cool, there's another.
Oh, and if you rip books, she will come after you as well.
Sure. No, for sure.
I sincerely thought Lux was gonna like rip 12's head off when he's like, I just took him from the library. You didn't check him out? No. Like I thought that's what a library was.
Oh, that's a deep cut.
That's
Yes.
a great moment too.
Lux, you're the last person to ask, so you get to ask the next question.
I was about to say, since it was a group question, this is where we implement rollies.
Yes.
Oh, I
or
was just gonna say it
Donna.
goes back to
Popcorn.
Dono. Yeah.
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 No, we can roll.
Orange is
it.
good.
Let's roll. it.
So, okay, Donna, we can
And
roll.
I got
You
a
are-
3.
You know
I
how
got
I
a
started by
19.
saying I dropped my dice? Good thing I don't need it.
Yeah, I'm over here like, where are the? I just
16.
Make up a
started
number.
finding my
No,
dice.
no.
Oh, okay. 48.
Good job, man.
Did I win?
Did I win?
No, you're going to jail.
There has
Wait.
to be a 20 in this bag somewhere, right?
I rolled a 6.
6.
Okay.
Ah, I found
10.
one.
Nice.
I'm a
14.
baby dice.
14. Okay.
14.
I got a 19.
I got
Okay.
a 16. So
Okay.
All right,
so
Dippy, you're
Dippy,
up.
you get to ask
All
a
right.
question.
Yes. I will. Very favorite.
Don't think too much about it. Dartboard it.
Wait, what is this question? I don't remember asking.
I wrote a lot of questions since you were last on this document, Dippy.
212.
Okay.
You mentioned that 12 uses the trident in memory of Canna. While in the military, did he ever consider using the original 12's / his father's weapon of choice?
Hey, Donna, what was my dad's weapon?
Longsword.
Longsword. No, that's boring. No, probably. There was probably some conversation of like, and here is your weapon. And 12's like, I got one. They're like, that's not really part of our unit. I'm like, I got one. They're like, no, you train. I'm like, I'll train with it, but if you send me on a mission, I'm taking the trident.
Mhm.
You
Like,
use a trident because of me?
I
He
did.
said that, yeah, a couple of
I
times.
did. It was my one little like, hey, I miss home. I'm keeping this trident with me.
That's
Sweet.
Not only did
I
you
never
give it to me,
realized that, yeah.
but it was also like the trident is very ocean-like, and like it
Yeah.
just it fit the vibe. So yeah,
Which is why I gave it to you.
yes.
But that small
I-
backstory bit was like, okay, that's just like a gift.
Can
Like,
can I bring up something funny?
What's that?
12 doesn't know how to swim, but he uses a trident to fight with, which is fun water combat.
I constantly forget that 12 doesn't know how to swim.
It's a throwaway line, man. Remember,
It was.
everything is canon.
He can
But
learn how to
yes.
swim. It's not too late. Like,
Yeah, that might be like a mini episode. Like, hey, we're all at a base camp at the Oasis. I'm gonna go learn how to swim.
they shall teach you the dog paddle. That's all he knows.
Yes.
Hey.
Let's see. All right. Stealthy. If Avery could, would they get rid of Messenger?
Oh. Big energy.
So the player absolutely loves Messenger and the dynamic Avery would probably 100%, if they could rid themselves of Messenger, they probably would. It's just the... Dang it, I saved his life. I was like, oh, I saved his life. Damn it, I saved his life. Now he's like forever attached to my ass and I don't like it.
Valid.
It was the one time Avery was like did something nice and regrets it.
Yeah, pretty much. Kind of, yeah.
They'll never do anything nice ever again after that. They're like, no.
All right.
So yeah, they would probably get rid of Messenger if they could, especially now that Messenger is the one like bringing them all of the archfey bullshit, and they're like,
I'm sorry. Technically, your dad is bringing you all the. Not
I mean, technically, it's. I think it's mainly because of Messenger's association with their father. That I think that's the big rub for Avery with Messenger.
Here's an add-on to that question. Then I know it's not my turn, but do you think that your father might have put Messenger into a situation like that so he could keep tabs on you? Is that something your dad would do?
Oh, Avery wouldn't put it past him.
Kind of like the Traveler and Jester, like towards the end of campaign 2, just like I had to have some way to keep up with you. Like,
yeah.
All right. Stealthy.
Which means
it
Avery
is my turn.
ask
Yes.
another question. Yeah.
Speaking how players feel about how characters feel about other characters, Canna was very suspicious of Avery at first. How does Canna feel about Avery now?
God damn it! I knew this was coming. Okay.
Right as you put something in your mouth too. Just.
Okay. Yes, it's true. When Canna first met Avery, he was very suspicious of Avery. But that's because he didn't know anything about, like, what the fuck they were talking about. So, like, there was a part of him that immediately went into investigator mode and was like, okay, what are you? Who are you? What do you want? Who do you work for? Who do you work for? Where is she? Like that kind of thing. Canna, as of right now, is chill with Avery in many contexts and feels like they have to make it up to Avery in a couple of others. Like
Back to that conversation we had last episode between Dish and Canna.
Because he feels like he needs to make up for some of the shittier things that he has done to Avery during this campaign. Like the whole questioning loyalty twice and then jumping off the boat. And then being impulsive more than twice. So, Canna would at some point like to think of Avery as a true friend, but he doesn't feel like he's fully made it up to them to be that yet. So there, that's a neat one.
It's a good that was a good answer, Dippy. Good job. You did a good thing.
That was a good question. I'd assume Brett.
That wasn't me?
No, that was a stealthy question. All right. Good question, stealthy.
There you go.
All right.
Dono,
Yes.
you mentioned the original plan was for us to get to the Feywild. What's that all about?
If you're not allowed to say, you're not allowed
I'm
to
allowed
say.
to say. So, God, let me look at my notes to be able to actually get this 100%
Into
correctly.
the campaign.
You've hinted in the past that they're like potentially Avery was going to lead them in the Feywild and ditch them, sort of thing.
Okay.
But
And there's also, like, at the beginning of this game, like, even before Session 0, there was a heavy implication that you wanted to travel to the Feywild with your next campaign. Like,
Yes.
Yes.
So, how's that
Yeah,
going,
I was
bud?
supposed to be your ticket to the Feywild.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys. So I had to make some things happen because you know shit happens, and I was like, you know what? I want to have Stealthy come in, and it changed an entire dungeon sequence that I wanted to have happen, where you guys were saving Lux because Fantasy was gone for a couple of weeks because of a situation. So I was like, okay, I've had an individual leave the campaign. I have another one that's gone, and we have these. Now we have, what was it? 3 people? You, Dadley, and Drunk all together, and
these
I'm
chuckle fucks.
Yeah, and like these motherfuckers aren't gonna get it. I need to have somebody come in, and so I had Stealthy come in, and then you guys adopted or forcibly took them, and changed the entire sequence of an entire dungeon because you went there a lot earlier than I expected because I wanted you guys to, get lost a little bit in the forest and looking around for things. But no, it was like, this is directly to the lighthouse. So you got to Lux before they went into the Feywild, where you would have to save them from basically where they were. So, which you were going to start. The idea was that the Night Court was going to become kind of the bad guy in that situation. None of the, there's only a few characters that I make that are actually, bad people. Everything else is just situational. Sure. So when I say the Night Court's being the bad people, it is just because, they would have been, it would have been perspective. They took your friend, everything, but then you guys would have gotten, that's how you would have gotten your information about the stones and the importance of them. But now you know that in a different context, and it took a little bit longer, but you guys, So, and what was going on in the Fae, which Stealthy kind of gave you a bit of information, but it would have been given somewhat differently and such within that situation. So, yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get to ask a question now.
You do.
All right. Dish. Does Dish know how to swim?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Here's the thing. He lives in a desert, but he spends a lot of time in the oases, and I'm assuming as a younger pup and during his travels, and there are parties that him and other guides have. Probably at oases, they probably do a lot of swimming. So yeah. Probably not very well, but he knows how to swim.
Can I ask you another question? Because I am curious of, that was just okay, let's figure something out.
Sure.
How did Dish learn how to become a scout/guide? Did they have a trainer? Did they learn from somebody? Was it their parents?
Yes. His father was also a guide, and I kind of mentioned this in the episode where when Canna and Dish were at breakfast waiting for everyone else before that sweet line was dropped from 12. His father, what's his name, Liam. He was a guide until he passed away on the job when Dish was 12. 12 years old, and then he started doing it on his own.
Oh wow!
Mind you, kobolds
in dog years, you were like.
Kobolds reach maturity at 5 or 6, so he was already basically an adult, but that was still over 20 years ago for Dish.
Yeah, he's been out for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means
right.
Yes. To avoid another group question, let's see.
Wouldn't that just be hilarious that every time it landed on Brett, he just asked another group question?
I mean, it would be fair because I'm technically not a part of the group. Dish is not technically a part of the group yet.
Yes, you are.
No.
No.
You just don't know it yet.
It just hasn't
this is
fully
how I got
sunk
kidnapped.
in.
Yeah. I am gonna ask a group question because I actually am curious about this one.
Yeah.
How do you think your character would react if they met you, but they weren't aware that you created them, but you still knew?
So I'm standing in a room across from Canna.
Yeah, Canna's sitting at a bar.
Sitting at a table across from Canna.
Doing a crossword puzzle, I don't know.
Okay, first of all, Canna would absolutely be doing a crossword puzzle, number 1.
Not a Sudoku man? Fair. Very fair.
Number 2. How long until break? 10 minutes.
Do I know that I created them, or is this a two strangers situation?
No, you know, you recognize them immediately.
Okay. I would probably like stare first of all. Canna would notice me staring and would be like, "Can I help you, stranger?" And I'm just like, "No, no, you really can't." And that would piss him off, so he would come over, and I would. A conversation would ensue about like he would insist that he has to help me with something. So I would ask him to help me learn about him. And then it would be a meta-contextual conversation about details about his life that I don't know yet would be revealed to me, and I would be able to use them.
Whoa,
This is
God.
way meta.
That's a chicken and the egg moment.
I would say thank you. I would give him a copy of my business card, unironically.
He would give you one to hope you know
this?
Oh yeah, he probably has one, and then I would leave. But because of how I've made Canna, and because of how terrible I am with texting, we would probably never speak to each other again.
I have noticed lately that like I've said it before, and this is a sentiment I've said a lot of like people talk a lot about heal your inner child, and I'm like, it's my inner teenager that needs the help.
It's my inner teenager.
And that's 12. 12 is very much a lot like me when I was in like the 15, 16 years.
You were about to say 15, 1600s.
15, 1600s. You know, way back when I was a teenager.
Back when...
For those hundreds of years.
It feels like it sometimes.
No, sincerely though, it does feel like it. I would probably like not say a word to 12. Like I probably wouldn't say anything and just like sit back and watch. Like if I could find a corner that he won't see me and just see how he interacts with the world and whatnot. And then like as I am leaving, we'll say this metaphorical bar that I am leaving, just like pat him on the shoulder and be like, hey, I noticed it. And I just want to say, like, I think the bartender really appreciated the fact that you said thank you. Or like giving like the most subtle of subtle compliments, because like teenager me needed that, and like the whole be the person you needed. Like just try to be like just a whisper in the wind of something good. Like, you know what I mean? That's probably like my only interaction with 12 I would have. And now that I'm saying all this, I'm like, oh shit, this is what I do for my students. So there's a whole other level to it, but yeah.
Avery.
Just
Relax.
Yeah.
Relax.
Do you want to go first, Fantasy?
Sure.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
This is where we would meet.
The Smut Book Club.
And yeah, probably just talk about books. Because
You
she's
would-
kind of based off of me, so.
You and Lux would just be besties. Like,
how long do you think Lux would be share their secret with you, whether that be Armin or
Might take a minute before she trusts me. So yeah, probably just a little bit of time. Yeah. Yeah.
I would be terrified of my life if I met Avery in a bar, okay?
yeah.
Yeah.
No lie.
That's the healthy response, I think.
Yeah, because I gave Avery a lot more swagger and confidence than I think I possess. And so it's like I make awkward eye contact, and I feel like my mic's still like kind of fuckety. Sorry.
It's just
Okay.
a little sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
I feel like if they were in this world, they would 100% be a part of a biker gang. Like, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I think Avery would instantly pick up on the fact that I make eye contact with him and then instantly tense up of like, oh, hi. And then I the player would probably slip and call them by their name, and then they would freak the fuck out because now they know their name.
Yep.
And we wouldn't know why they know their name.
I love that. What about Dish?
Yeah.
What about Dish? He wouldn't like me because I'm like him. He sees a little too much. He doesn't say anything about it. The problem is I usually do.
Valid.
Interesting.
Dono, do you have like an NPC that you're like, this is like, what if you met Carter?
I was about to say, if you met Carter,
I'd absolutely fuck with Carter. Like, we'd just be doing the coolest of shit, okay? Like, we'd go out to the forest and you'd just be like, let's fucking chop down a tree. I'm like, all right, let's fucking do it. Watch me pick this shit up.
So you want to go deadlifting
based off of one of your children?
Yes, it's based off of my son.
Yeah.
Do you, all right, a little bit, do you think Carter and your son would be friends then?
No.
Oh.
I mean, Carter's a little bloodthirsty for most children this day and age.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. It might take a little bit, but I think because my son, you know what, with Carter being like so, like forward, I think it would help my son to kind of like get. I think they would get along with each other. Might be put offish for a little bit, but yeah. Now I want to answer this. If I met all your guys' characters, I don't like in person. I think the only one that I could actually like communicate with is Lux. I'm not gonna lie. I talked to Lux first, and then as soon as like Lux was just like, all right, this guy's chill, I'd then meet the rest of you.
Valid.
Yeah, I feel like Dish
That's
100% would try to give you some drugs though. Like,
I'd politely say no, but I judge you for it.
oh, fair.
Okay. Rollies, because that was a group chat question.
Also, we only have a couple minutes. Yeah, let's take a quick break here.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with the result of the rollies and more questions right after this.
Yeah.
That's your cue to transition.
Oh yes. Break.
The butt.
chatting on. Hi, guys.
You muted Brett.
So we're just waiting on Dadley and Fantasy to get back. So
I got a 14 on my roll, by the way.
I got a 19. I said I could probably go first.
Yeah.
I got a 9.
I got a 16. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can just ask one of you three.
Sure.
Okay, we'll come back into the talkback then. All right.
I mean, that way they're not feeling rushed, and that way they're not feeling
There's
guilty
one.
for us.
Hey.
Yeah.
He must acquire the comfy blankie. Until I might grab one myself.
I have one on my lap. It's my Schumann blanket.
I am.
Wait, I got this.
Reaches behind me, grabs the blanket off of my bed.
I feel like that's cheating, but sure.
It is it's my comfy blankie though.
We're talking about our stream blankies.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Hold on.
Can stream heroes?
Yes.
Yes.
They can see it.
Okay. Oh, they can see it. Oh.
So
Can they hear us? Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I won't say it nearly as vulgar. Guys, I flew up.
Oh. Oh, poor baby.
I just called out of work.
you're hanging out with me tomorrow if you're feeling up for it. If you need the company, or if you're sleeping, you're sleeping.
I was gonna say I'm probably sleeping.
Good. Okay, that's also that's even better.
I was like, I'll be around too, because I close tomorrow, so I won't be leaving until like 4.
I am actually going to be doing a thing tomorrow in relation to a future guest.
Yes.
Oh yes.
I'll be testing out a RPG system that we are going to do on the channel at some point in the future, probably sometime in either April or May, depending on availability. So be on the lookout for that because I'm going to test that out tomorrow night.
Yay.
I rolled a 6, by the way.
Brett got a
Lux.
19.
What?
Rollies for a new question?
Anyone roll higher than a 19?
No. 10.
Okay, Brett, you got it.
Excellent.
Ask us another group question.
No, I'll be nice.
No.
Just this once though.
What? Unheard of.
Dono.
Yes.
You mentioned in the last Talkback episode you wanted to give Squire a more goblin-like slash gremlin-style-like voice. What made you change your mind to give him a little soft British accent?
Just kind of the way. I think it was like the reactions and just kind of what came out of my voice right away, and I'm just like, this fits, this 100% fits. I was like, because Dadley had given me an option of like a different type of familiar, and then we went back and forth on ones.
Yes.
Because originally he wanted a little like demon guy, it was like a little bug insect thingy.
Like the closets?
Yeah.
Yes.
Closet. Yeah, and then I was just like, what if we like, talk a little bit, and then it's like, oh, it's a little ghost mouse thing that has a family, which I would like to point out, if you guys ever go to the Feywilds, you could beat his family.
Which I want to stress was not talked about beforehand.
No.
The way you said meat, I thought you said you
added-
could beat his family. Like, why are we gonna
No.
fight this mouse's family?
Oh, he's got an army.
Damn.
Okay, we're for cheap. Calm down.
But yeah, so I don't know, like, I had to give him like something interesting, and like part of my brain was just like, oh yeah, he's got a family. He's like, hello sir, how's it going? Cheerio. Like a happy little thing on this blood hunter's shoulder that's just like, hey guys, how's it going?
Which was so not the original idea for the mouse. The mouse was supposed to be a ghost as well, because
He
I
is a
am
ghost.
like, is he? No, he's not.
He's able to go through things.
He's not a fucking ghost.
I mean, he can walk through things.
He's corporeal.
So can most familiars.
Okay.
We haven't
Yeah,
really
all
tried to throw him through things, so
Yeah,
we
that's
don't
also
honestly try.
You're gonna see 12 throw Squire through a wall, and you're just gonna have one of those another moments where you're staring at ink. Just
Yeah.
There actually is a question about that
Just like-
in Canna's list if anyone wants to look at that.
Oh no.
all right. Here, you asked, or actually, we will get to that one because what is it? I threw a question in for Lux that I'm dying to know.
I got.
Oh, wait,
no, it was
Dono's-
not me. It was
yeah,
not
it's,
me.
Dono's
Yeah,
turn,
my
it's
bad.
Dono's question. Yeah.
Canna has a lot of magical items. Do you think he'll be a shopkeeper in the next campaign with an obscure amount of magical items?
Oh, 100 million %. Okay, there are 2 end games for Canna that I have envisioned. The one that I planned for him, and the one that is probably going to happen. Like, my end game goal for Canna is to run the largest archive on this world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to be in charge of the largest archive of knowledge in this world. But that could also have a gift shop of all of the various magic items that he collects and sees no use for because now he has all the knowledge he could ever need.
I went to Tunia's Wonderarium and I got the stupid T-shirt.
Tuna's Wonderarium. Whoa, that's really cool.
He's now writing that down.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Write it down.
Write that down. Write that down.
I'll require at least 33% of the royalties for coming
No!
He's gonna
Never mind, I'm not
He's gonna
using
put a
it.
silent S in it just to spite you. So it's like, you can't take it.
Wonderarium. That's really cool. Anyway, yeah. No, in all seriousness, I have a lot of magic items that I don't use. I need to look at my character sheet again and just Crystal Ball, I've used that for plenty of stuff before.
Yeah.
The cataloging book I just got. The Ring of Spell Storing, that's technically not even my item anymore. I've given it away a couple of times. And yet it's still, I'm just getting rid of it from my inventory now. I'm gonna remove it from my inventory. The Onyx dog figurine only works once every week, once every 7 days. Mm-hmm. So my own brain is I don't want to use it, have it for an hour, and then have to wait a week or more to use it again. I would rather just use it and have it for a longer period of time. But that's just
you could just sell it.
I could.
Yeah, it's a wondrous item, but sell for a little bit.
I could, but I named it, so I feel an obligation to it.
So you don't name it.
That's why you don't name it. Rope of Climbing is a weird one that I just still hang on to. And the Decanter of Water, I love the Decanter of Water. It has been such a creative outlet.
You've never used that once. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what's that about, man?
Chocolate bars of healing.
Wait, is it a rope of climbing? No, I thought it was an endless rope of...
No, it's a rope of climbing.
You gave me an endless rope. I still don't have that written in my, I don't have that written in my,
because you guys got it from the one little mini one-shot that you guys did.
Mini one-shot, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I gave the rope of climbing to someone, too. In fact, I probably gave the rope of climbing to Avery, if I'm being honest. So, Avery, if you don't already have one, you can add a rope of climbing to your inventory, too.
Great.
And I just need... Great. And I can just add an endless rope to my inventory.
Again, I just need you to sign here, 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 document here.
Here, and here. No. But yeah, I like trinkets. I like things.
Trinkets. Look at all my trinkets.
Another box for my trinkets. What's going on? It's Trinketville.
Okay.
Here is Avery and... Oh, this is one I'm actually very curious about. Lux.
Yes.
How did you find Armin? How did you find your familiar?
Okay. Hold on.
Ooh.
Now
This was session 0.
It was.
For you.
I kind of remember how I met him. So, well, I was in the city of Show.
Mm-hmm.
Shallow.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a quest because, being a librarian, I'm tasked with
going
quests.
on loads of those all the time. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Not your average librarian.
Oh, so it was a smaller library called the Teaching Tug.
The Teaching Tug?
Tongue.
The Teaching Tongue.
And it was adorable. Pretty much I just had to go investigate the area because there was some issues going on, and all of a sudden I found this Armin. And then we bonded from the familiar thing, and boom, he's a drake.
You connected with him because you had telepathic things, and you could understand like what he was doing emotionally, and so you could communicate back to him. So he bonded to you, and then became your familiar because he ate a book that had that in it, and then chose you. He also then ate an origami book, and that's why he's able to be a paper drake.
That is
really cool.
I love that. Kitty!
So most of the time when people see, mimics, they put them down.
Nope, he stays right there.
Oh, I
Except for when he goes to eat rat and stuff.
Yeah, go away. Go away.
Or, zombified dragonborn arms.
Hey, it was tasty, okay? Armin has done nothing wrong.
No, he's not.
Keep telling yourself that, but
neither has Canna, neither has 12, neither has Avery's done at least one thing wrong.
Saving Messenger was one of them. I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'll give a little bit of this is a bit of lore that you guys will probably never find out about Armin, but not unless I tell you. You guys have done a one-shot of where he's from. Where he originated from.
The Mars base from Dapper
No.
Day?
It's one
He's
that
from
I've run.
It's from what?
It's one that he ran.
Yeah.
Oh god, not the cabin.
The cabin? What are you talking about?
The
We
child
didn't
cabin?
run that.
No. That wasn't no, I did run that, but that was in campaign. This is a one-shot.
Oh,
You've run like dozens of those. What do you mean?
there are
It's one that
dozens,
you've done a clip of it, Brett.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Oh, the fucking the spiraling whatever that oh god, I forget. I was in it. I was an owl.
Yes.
An owl person named Zep. I forget exactly what that was though.
It was a
like
library in the old city that got ripped out of the world because of the mutex.
It's been forever since we ran that.
So
but that was a good,
There was, I believe I put reference to it that there were mimics in there, and like one of them freaking gave tongue to one of the players.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that was a whole clip.
It's a great clip. It's a funny clip.
Armin is one of the mimics that got out of the situation before it could get taken. So he is one of the. This is something that you'll probably never learn unless Lux decides to have like a whole fucking dream moment with him. Which actually I think I've had you have a dream moment of him running away and stuff. I can't remember, but I could have sworn that it's happened. But it was vague and you wouldn't have gotten it, but because I like to do that as a DM. I like to do
ominous.
Yes. But yeah, he is one of the few, if only, survivors of that town being completely gone.
Well, there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Lux, down to you again.
All right.
Slowly pulls out microphone.
Hello. Let's see. Let's do this one. Avery.
Oh.
Does
Yes.
Avery regret not going on adventures with their parents?
Oh.
No, they don't regret it. They have serious issues with their father that have been kind of somewhat worked through, not greatly worked through. Avery has just gotten to the point with their father where they're kind of okay with having some kind of relationship with them, but as you can tell from the interactions, they're not close in any way, despite the fact that their dad really wants to be close.
He's been trying the
and-
moment that you gave him, like he found out that you were a thing.
Oh yeah, he's been trying extra hard. But Avery doesn't know how to handle their mom because they've been so resentful that they were giving away. They're essentially they're my answer to the question of what happens to those changeling kids that gets kidnapped. Or that's what happens to the firstborn that gets promised to a fae.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they spent so long being resentful, they were fully prepared to be like super angry with their mom, and just to realize their mom has no memory of any of their time in the Feywild, and so they don't know how to handle that. And so it's like when their dad's like, "Are you coming?" and they're like, "No, no."
There you go.
So
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right.
Deadly.
Yes.
We're going with the first question on that list for 12.
We have to.
I feel like I am the perfect person who needs to ask this question.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better.
When is 12 going to return the favor and kiss Avery? And there's a second half to that. That's, I guess, for me. Does it bother Avery that he hasn't done it yet? Because in all their interactions, it's always been Avery that has kissed 12 and never vice versa.
Yes. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. This is going to be a collaborative question here. I feel like he absolutely has, and it's just like off camera. Like we don't have to say every say. And then they kissed a little bit before going to bed. Like
Yeah.
I mean, especially after like I'm a virgin, I'm sure it probably happened. But like,
I'm sure
I think a better answer is that 12 literally has to jump up to like basically what is a basketball hoop height to be able to kiss you.
Yeah.
So it's not just like a simple. It's a.
Yeah, it's tapping on your plate armor. Excuse me. I would like this now.
I would like some
Excuse
smooches,
me.
please.
But
I believe that I am owed a smooch.
Yeah. I will say, in line with this, 12 has yet to initiate a kiss in front of others.
It's true.
Which that I don't know. I don't know what in 12's brain is going to be the click point of like, this is okay to do, because every single time you have done it in front of others, the first thing in 12's brain is like, oh my god, I can't believe they're doing this right here, right now. Oh my god, like
I also,
do you feel like a part of that is tied to Canna at all, or no?
I think we're gonna get real meta into this for a second.
Sure.
12 up until 20 minutes before meeting Avery was fully convinced they were straight.
oh, been there.
And like, I sincerely, I want to stress, 12 grappling with his sexuality, I feel like makes a boring story. Sincerely, I do. There's so much other stuff going on. Like, I'm a fugitive of the law. What the fuck does it really matter what your label is?
this is
so
also probably 12's very first relationship.
Yeah, I mean,
romantic-wise?
Yeah, romantic-wise, yeah. 12's definitely, like, played spin the bottle and dumb shit like that. But, yeah, so it is more of, like 12 is navigating, oh my god, I'm in a relationship for the first time. Oh my god, they're a Fey Lord. Oh my god, wait, am I not straight anymore? Like...
I think we're way past the I don't know if I'm straight anymore question.
I think...
But then it's... Yes.
Well, here's the funny part. Nobody's ever asked Avery what their pronouns are.
I have off
or any of
camera.
that.
But
you have off camera to clarify. But yeah, no, nobody's ever asked Avery that. And I think it's perfectly fine. That it's just they've never corrected anybody, and they don't feel the need to unless it's like just like they want to really fuck with somebody. Like me as a player, I do correct, but
Avery's just speaking out loud. Actually, that's kind of a downfall of D&D. Like, introduce your character. Okay, so they're a non-binary, this and that. Does like all the other players are like, okay, non-binary. Yeah, like. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. It is.
What am I?
Avery's also the one that like, oh no, I am what I am, and therefore
yes,
I am. Like,
I
think therefore I am.
I have a question for Dono.
Oh well, I was gonna say one of my new favorite tropes within D&D is players before like just like when they're going to go talk about somebody. There's like, excuse me, what are your pronouns again? It's like, oh, she, they. It's like, okay, that bitch ass person. Just so they get the insult correctly.
They're an asshole. So, but
yeah, okay, Brad, continue.
In some D&D lore, there's references that elves can change their gender during every long rest because it's a reincarnation cycle, so that they can switch their genders. So my question is, that you've never heard that?
I have not.
That's some old lore, but yeah,
that's like Gen 1.
Very
Gen 1
old.
lore.
Yeah.
My question was, is that part of your world lore within the world? Like, can elves, if they want to, because of their fey magic, just swap gender? And if that never brought up, that's more than fine. But that's something I have in my world.
I think if I were to like, I haven't really gone in deep dive and stuff like that, but I would think like it kind of goes into like how Aeladon's lore is right now. Because something that you'll notice is that there's not a lot of old gods within the world. A lot of them that you hear about are just like, oh, they're demigods. They're these other things. A lot of the gods are proving themselves currently to be gods because there are the primordials that created this world. It was not created of gods. It was creative of calamity and movement and like travel and like magic and shit like that. There's no like, there's obviously like Mystra, the goddess of magic, that is within, I believe, every single world, but the way that magic works is very different here because it's not a web, it's a fog, it's a travel, because you like in life you travel through different situations and then you can connect to other areas within that magic, and so that's where multi-classing comes in. It's just like through your travel right now you are more dipping into this situation and such. So yeah, the way that I design, I'm answering questions that are not being asked of me, so
it was literally asked.
Okay,
literally, I mean, you're going off, but you're good.
I am going off. So the way that I look at the magic, it's from a childhood memory of watching Scooby-Doo and the Zombie Island, where they're going through the fog and like the Scooby-Doo just fucking cuts a donut out and just. I'm just like, wouldn't it be fun if that was like the way that magic worked? Is that like, oh, you can create out of this whatever your magic, your creation, and so we are traveling through a fog of magic, and some people connect with it and can not and create, and others. They just don't make contact with it. They're just here. It's just like, okay, this is all around me, but I don't want to touch it. Like, I don't want to do anything with it. So, yeah.
All right. So, we have in the group questions.
There was a part 2 to that question that there was.
Yes, there was. Yes, sorry. Does it bother Avery that 12 hasn't initiated a public smooch?
I think it does, but they haven't realized it yet. If that makes sense.
It's like, I think honestly, I understand that being a man that is married.
Yeah,
explain.
like
I was gonna say, elaborate.
Sometimes my wife gets mad at me for not doing something that she has not communicated to me yet. And I have no right in my mind to know that would be a thing that I need to do. Hi, Bright
I don't
Sword.
think that it's a I don't think it's
Sorry.
I
Continue.
don't think that Avery has processed it fully yet, if that makes sense. Because there's so much going on, and how quickly I guess everything's changing around them, that they haven't registered yet that, oh yeah, he hasn't kissed me in front of anybody else. It's
Like-
just like privately the two of them, sure, but like, but just like in front of everybody. Nope.
No.
Also, I don't know what 12 grappling with his sexuality had anything to do with Canna's involvement in it, but okay.
Well, I mean, Canna
Wait, what?
had the.
I
Canna's the
asked
first
you
one that
just
had a
as a
public
side
relationship in the
tangent.
campaign.
I asked you as a tangent, like 12, if the non-initiation of the public smooches had anything to do with Canna at all, and then you went, okay, so I might not be
I
straight.
didn't. Do I think I? No, that was me finishing a thought. Sorry.
Fair.
It might. 12 hasn't. How do I word this? 12 still feels like he's treading on water, being like
Big stretches.
Like
everyone.
12 still feels like he is stuck between the person he loves and the persons he's loved forever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta mend that rift.
Yeah.
I gotta mend that rift ASAP. Okay.
So, on this, in the group questions, we have a lovely fuck, marry, kill.
Oh God.
But we keep saying that Dish is part of the group, so we need a fourth option. I googled fourth options for fuck, marry, kill, and my favorite I have seen is stuck in an elevator for 3 hours.
Fuck, stuck, marry, kill.
Yep, fuck, stuck, marry, kill.
Oh God. Okay.
I'm not answering.
And it
this
has to
question.
be
I
the
heard my
party.
wife cackle in the other room.
It has to be the other party members.
It's the other party members, yes.
Fuck.
I will say,
Who are you fucking?
Dish does
Canna
not
is
know you
married.
well enough yet to decide.
Canna is engaged.
Canna's engaged to be married.
That doesn't
Okay.
change the fact that he
Putting
did
it-
ultimately promise.
Alternate world, alternate reality.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to do this.
Fuck,
Gun to your head.
Fuck, stuck, marry, kill. Okay. I can't kill my brother. Okay, in all honesty, it would probably, if he had the capability, kill Avery. Marry Dish. But that leaves stuck in it. Stuck. Okay, yeah. Kill Avery, marry Dish, stuck 12, because we do that all the time anyway. And,
Yeah, it
and I
was
guess
our
that
favorite
leaves
pastime
me
as
to
teenagers.
Fuck Lux, I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck
I have-
Lux.
I guess.
Really bad news for you, Dippy.
What's that? What's that?
I feel like right off the bat, it's kill Canna. But like
What?
in this super reality of these actions have to unfold. It's like 12 shaking, being like, I need you to help me with one more thing, buddy.
Oh.
I know you'd pick you over them. Like,
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
surprised that I was just killing the random dog you met 2 days ago.
I can't put down a dog, okay?
Oh my God.
Dude, it was 3 days ago.
I feel so betrayed.
No, dude, see where I'm coming from though. Like 12 would rope you into this. He'd be like, I have to choose. And I feel like Canna's nice enough that he's gonna be like, you can't kill those people. Like,
Okay.
Canna is
Well,
currently
side tangent.
neutral.
Side tangent. If 12 approached Canna and he was the last choice and his choice was kill, Canna would be so distraught.
okay.
Only for
He
about
would
5 seconds.
No, listen. He would understand.
And then you're dead.
This is the important part. He would understand. He would be so disappointed and he would
That
be
is fair.
so distraught, but he would understand.
Okay. On that note, then I'm sorry, Brett. It's kill
No,
Dish.
don't change your answer. Don't change your answer.
No, my answer was dependent on Canna's understanding.
That's fine.
And Canna has a little more self-preservation than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Dish doesn't. You'd be like, okay.
No,
Deuces.
it's kill Dish. This is I'm stuck in the elevator with Canna. This is where things get really weird because 12's a virgin.
Actually, here's
think,
a good question. What's more important to Abnir? Marriage or intimacy?
That's exactly what I was about to say. Is I think it would be more important that his first time was with Avery than marrying Lux and probably eventually getting a divorce because 12 is terrible at communicating and Lux is that. And 12 isn't her one. I get it. We'll be laying in bed and I know she's thinking about the guard and it's okay.
That's incredible. Oh my god.
We'll be laying in bed side by side being like, man, I really loved that other person.
See, to go back to marrying Dish for a second. Canna would marry Dish only for the legal tax benefits that come with being married, and he would be. And there would be like a whatever it is. There would be like an understanding between Dish and Canna, or he would want to create an understanding between Dish and Canna. That is
Tax
the
benefits?
case because he's going to be married to his lover sooner rather than later. Like,
I can
like,
now just. Oh, sorry.
Like you've heard of bro marriages.
Oh yeah, sure.
Where
It's called
two
gay marriage,
guys
man. I
who've
don't know
known
what
each
you're
other
talking
for all their lives live in a house together, and they just like get married so that legally they pay less taxes and they work on less like whatever, you know. But that's all that it is just a way to say fuck the system. That's Dish's marriage to Canna is in his own mind.
I love the stories of the dudes that have like had bro marriages and just been like, I've been cheating on my husband for 2 years now, and I think I'm going to propose to the person I've been in.
The person I've actually been in love with.
I was
Can you
just
guys hear me?
Yes.
You
Okay,
just came back. I heard you in and out.
I think you peaked and then yeah.
I was just about to say
How
I
old's
can
your mic?
now see the
I don't know what's wrong with my mic.
I can now see the
A
conversation
lavender
of
marriage.
like
There you go.
Yeah,
A lavender
of,
marriage
like,
or a marriage of convenience. Yeah.
12 and Lux just like 12 like, are you cheating on me? And Lux being like, yeah, no shit, we both are. This is
Yeah.
not
All right.
All right, sorry, somebody else go.
One of you
It's
has
also
to.
okay if you don't want to answer.
Dish does not know y'all well enough to put any of you into. He could put any one of you into these situations. He'd be comfortable doing with any one of you.
It's
in any one of those
basically
slots.
just a toss-up. It's a coin toss for all four choices.
He's got
and
the
all
roll
By the
that he
way-
just spins it, clicks it, click, click, click.
By the way, if we ever do a Wikipedia, this is one of the categories. Okay, it is these answers.
A fan wiki of the Inquisition, not the Inquisition. What am I talking
Of
about?
Crossroads.
Of Crossroads, just the Anipod fan wiki, and then the Crossroads section. That's
So-
great.
Okay.
Lux.
You want to know
Lux.
mine?
Yes.
Lux, go ahead.
I'm so
Good fuck Dish.
Okay.
short kings.
You know what?
Wow.
She's just. Remember, also when she gets drunk, she does.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Sure.
yeah.
She would get stuck in an elevator with Canna. She would marry
no.
12, and
Oh.
she would kill Avery because that's
Oh,
the
that's-
only way she's killing Avery.
Same
Valid.
logic.
Yeah.
Same logic for Canna in that same thing. I love those answers.
I'll take it.
Oh my god. That's great.
So I've been murdered, married, and smashed. Okay.
Yep.
Not stuck in an
Nobody wants to get
elevator.
stuck in the elevator with a dog.
Yeah, that's true. The gas is awful.
And then Avery.
So, my. Do I keep peeking out?
No, you're
No.
good now.
Okay,
You're good.
okay.
You're good now.
So my answer is going to be slightly similar to 12. It's going to be kill Canna.
Yeah, that was a given.
I feel like that one's just fulfilling a fantasy that Avery had on occasion of whenever they're really pissed off at Canna.
Stealthy.
Yeah. just.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I could. No, 100%. That it's good that the mutual understanding between each other is that we are going to kill each other in our face. we will.
They would fuck 12, marry Lux, just because that would be highly entertaining to them.
That's a sitcom. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sitcom, and that
It's
would
Avery
totally
and
be
Lux.
a lavender marriage of just the, like Bright said in the chat, of just so Avery brings somebody over for the night, and Lux is like, "Oh, I'm glad they found somebody. I'm their wife, by the way."
And they were roommates. Sorry.
Right. Is it that Canna would be killed with a can opener or put on a platter of rice? First of all, I'm not a fish. I'm a fish person, but I'm not a fish. I'm a triton, but that doesn't mean I'm a fish. I'm a snake person.
You're an eel. You still.
I'm not an eel either. Okay, can I say something outside of all of the questions that have been asked?
Yeah, go for it.
There is a piece of headcanon in my. There's a piece of my headcanon. Canna absolutely hates it when other people assume he's an eel and not a snake. Like that. That is something that would actually inordinately piss Canna off. Would be if someone called him an eel rather than a triton or a snake.
He's a sea snake, guys.
Yeah,
just
he's a sea snake. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, if my memory serves, a sea snake is just a fucking eel.
But it's not an eel.
So the difference between a sea snake and an eel is that sea snakes don't have fins or gills.
And we know how sea snakes fuck. We don't know. Look it up in science. We still don't know how eels reproduce. We have no idea.
We don't.
It's weird.
Okay, since we had a
that leads by process of elimination. Yes. Dish would be stuck in the elevator with Avery, and I feel like that would also be very highly entertaining.
Oh, it would be hysterical.
Or just the sitcom. It's Avery and Lux. I don't know.
They would just be sitting there, and they would probably get hotboxed in that elevator.
All right, we have a question from the chat.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay. What modern thing would send your character into a coma off the trend that modern things would send 12-year-old Victorian child into a coma, etc. So what item?
I think
from modern
that's
era,
actually one of the group questions.
That's on the list. So now we know that Brett plagiarized his wife.
He told me to put it in here earlier. We just haven't gotten to that question yet.
Yeah, we haven't gotten
But
to
I
it
did
yet.
say, because we just had a group question, that we would take a question from the chat. So.
Sure, yeah, we can take it. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I'll let somebody else go first. Though.
For
I've gone
Dish,
first a lot too. Yeah.
I think every television would probably confuse the crap out of him. Because the way that someone like him and Nomad gets news is through people talking casually. Like radio for him would make a lot of sense, but being able to hear the stories from people's mouths and seeing their faces as well would be mind-boggling inside this tiny box inside your house.
I think Canna would be totally cool with television, actually. I think that's a good answer.
Television's not that far away from your scrying orb.
Yeah, it really.
There's not a whole lot of steps in between.
Yeah, really, there's not.
Dish still doesn't believe dinosaurs exist, so the television would be terrifying.
Oh my god! Wait, could you sell a scrying orb as that gives instructions for you to scry on a theater company and sell that as a portable TV show?
That's a crime. You're trying to get in and they don't give them tickets. You're ruining that company's.
But the theater company sells them. So the theater company sells. Hey, take a look at this scrying orb anytime you're feeling fancy, and you can see one of our shows.
When the moon is full and it's 12:30 noon, we are on stage.
Yeah, like they give a specific time, and it's like, oh wait, I gotta go check out the orb. It's like it's Theater Monday, like, and you just like boom, and you get to see a theater performance at a scrying orb. That's really cool. I'm glad I came up with that. That's going in the world now. All right,
that's going Inquisition. Y'all are doomed.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Anyway,
I'm still trying to think.
You can get it at the Gnome Depot.
the Gnome Depot. I forgot about that fucking list.
Canon. It's canon.
So Canna, okay, it was mentioned when this question came up before stream started. It was mentioned that Canna would probably lose his mind at Wikipedia. Just having all of the, I want to be in charge of the largest archive of knowledge in the world. And then he like gets one laptop with Wikipedia put in front of him, and I'm like, I've done it! Like, everything is right here. And then he like looks up the Wikipedia archive of like, who is Michael Jackson? What is this? So my answer is Wikipedia, but not updated for the world that he's sitting in. Like, just drag Wikipedia from Earth and give that to Canna, that would blow his mind. Like, I've never heard of any of these people before. What? And he would even go back to, like, the medieval section and change, like, things would be different, like, in medieval parts of history, and it would be like, no, that can't possibly be true. Like,
I love the fact
Imagine
that
doesn't exist, so it'd be all fictional things like fiction. And like,
yeah, fiction? But I know these things to be real. Like,
Right,
Yeah.
Sword, you're hitting on something that I was gonna keep my mouth shut about, but
uh-oh.
the second 12 finds out that you can watch videos of people fucking on the internet, his life has changed forever. That's not my answer, but you did bring up Rule 34, and like he is never the same. He is never like, this is something he holds so close to his chest, and he's like, people are just doing this on camera? Like,
what's a camera?
what's a camera?
What's a camera?
how are they getting this information?
12's mind would be blown at Rule 34.
Things would never be getting blown, I think.
No,
Would be really thinking.
12 has like a really big attachment to his cart and like Maribel who drags it and whatnot. If you take 12 to a monster jam, he's gonna have a heart attack.
Fucking monster trucks.
Like there's a bunch of
What
monster
a
trucks
wholesome
doing
answer.
flips and shit. Like, oh my god.
And
Like,
it's so loud.
it's so loud, and he'll love every second of it. Like,
I think Avery would be very weirded out at the fact that they can type anybody's name into the internet and find pretty much everything out about them.
no, that's
That'd be-
fair.
No.
I think that is Avery's, like, if you FA's worst nightmare.
I've never thought about that. Yeah.
Facebook, just straight Facebook would be
Oh my
terrifying for you.
God.
My
Yeah, you can't
information.
Google my name, unfortunately.
Yeah,
don't Google my name.
Not your real
I-
name, please.
No, my real name. If you like, I share a name with a very, very bad man.
Yeah, no.
Sadly.
I share a name with someone who used to wear a white pointy hat and was in
Huh.
charge of a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bakery.
joy.
Yeah. So that
fact, given it-
sucks.
Given his position, it
He
might have
also
been
he
really
also took the
funny.
class of wizard in a different way.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lux.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lux.
Should probably be freaked out about like being able to read books on the tablets. They're all
Oh my
just
God.
there,
Like a little Kindle, like a Kindle
Yeah.
would.
not physically having the books.
Oh.
Should probably get used to it, but still be just like, why?
Mm.
So
Nice.
yeah,
Good job.
If you off topic really quick, if you look up Dadley Jenkins, one of the things that pops up is a LinkedIn that says voice actor for Anipod.
Oh.
I didn't fucking make this.
Oh.
Who
what?
did that?
What?
I'm dead serious.
Wow.
Huh?
That's almost creepy. I didn't make this. I don't have a LinkedIn account.
What the fuck?
And if I did,
bizarre.
I wouldn't. My LinkedIn wouldn't be Dadley Jenkins.
That's odd. That's really odd. What
To
the
answer
hell?
your question, Ace, about annoying orange, There are plenty of annoying orange people that live in Droog, so Dish would be fine.
Oh.
All right.
No one would be phased.
I know what would put fucking Dish into a coma.
I said television.
Okay, but dog toys.
One of those like dog toys that throws the ball for you.
None of them tried to throw a stick in front of Dish. I'm actually surprised. Canna did give him his bone, and he just started chewing on it immediately.
Yeah.
But none of you have seen if you like chase a stick.
I just want to see 12 throw his trident once, and you just be like, I got it. I fucking got this.
No, 12
And it
throws
comes
his
back.
trident for an attack, and it's like, you hit, and then it's like, and it returns to you. Thank you, Dish. That's...
Why can't I make a wisdom saving throw against primal instincts of being a dog? Of trying to make a dog with things thrown around me? Like,
All right. Do we want to
All
keep the group question train rolling, or are we rolling for
Okay.
Is there another?
I got one for fantasy.
all right.
What does Lux think is going to happen if they show Marcus their true self?
He'd probably shit his pants.
I mean, keeping it 100.
I would.
I mean, you guys ever have kids? He's gonna fight.
Oh.
how much concentration can she keep up with pregnancy and like childbirth?
I mean,
A
like-
changeling doesn't have to concentrate on their form.
No,
That's
it just
true.
happens. I'm
Yeah,
just talking about
just
when the kid comes out gray.
And without a mouth.
When he hears us, he just grabs a guitar. I was born and kind of horny. That's the healthy respect.
Figured I'd
response,
pick
I
up a
think.
book.
I probably would tell him before that point.
Hmm.
Like, oh, here runs away.
The printer ran out of ink.
Oh God!
I don't think you can say that about somebody.
The printer ran out of ink. Is
Valerie, no.
hilarious.
Okay.
Oh, the music's a little loud. Can you turn
Oh,
it
is
down
it?
just a hair?
Yes.
Lex, it's your turn to pick a question to ask
go
us.
ahead.
What the? Give me a second.
Herp-a-derp-a-der.
Hey, 12. How do
Yeah.
you spell Abanir?
Avenir?
Abanir?
How to tell if Pregante? I wasn't around for this. I was not around for the debate of 12's the spelling of Abnir.
So if you look at the top, I thought it was a French spelling, so I put
Yes.
the I after the E for Abnir.
But again, when it's pronounced Abnir, it doesn't feel like that's wrong. Like that, it feels like it would be spelled so weirdly when it's pronounced like that.
It should be said Abnir, but you know.
Or Abner. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
ABNER is Abner to me. Like
Yeah, Abner.
really short, really quick. Like Abner.
I don't know. Stealthy sent it to me one day, and I'm like, cool, that's my name now.
and you've been such a good lad since that's happened.
I still refer to myself as 12, and that's like muscle memory at this point. In character, I try my best to introduce as Abner, but no, it's ABNER. Which, from what Stealthy has told me, is Hebrew.
Are you Jewish?
Having it.
Have you seen my nose? I'm not allowed to.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
Jewish.
Whoa!
It's a fair assessment, but also how dare you? Actually,
I
no.
know.
Wait, you have a New England pass. Carry on.
I'm a New England pass. I'm Italian. We're close enough to the Jewish.
Oh, there you go.
So the direct translation, kind of like the direct translation version of it is ABNER. That's throwing. There's vowels are kind of weird, funky in Hebrew, and so that's like the direct translation. But you will see like certain translations of Abnir spelled Abnir and Abneir.
Right.
So Brett,
so they're all.
I praise
correct.
the sun in victory.
And I do clarify, I live in Texas, so sometimes I throw vowels in where they do not fucking belong. I give you the example, the town of Green. You look at that, it is not pronounced in any way, shape, or form what it looks like.
What?
It's like the town of Worcester.
I will send it to you later. Yeah.
In
So I do occasionally, it's a weird thing. I'll look it up.
What the fuck?
Yep. I just broke Dippy. Anyway.
Again.
So I will clarify. Yes, I think I might be throwing an extra vowel in there somewhere when I'm pronouncing it, but it is spelled several different ways. I'll look correct.
For context, Green, Texas is spelled Gruene.
It's green.
Groony. Yeah.
Gruna.
No, it's green.
No,
it's green.
I'm being facetious.
Okay.
That's
that's not the weirdest
uncomfortable.
ones. There are weirder ones in Texas.
Anyway.
Oh, I know that much.
yes.
12
Anyway,
out of
so
10.
that's
Don't
why.
even talk about Nacogdoches.
Hey, does Dish ever think about retiring? You're getting up there in the years.
He, after this job, if everything goes to plan how he wants to, he's hoping to do that.
Really? Oh, I did not realize how close we were to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Doing anything for 20 years is a long time.
I can't stand doing anything for 3. Like,
I mean, you keep growing your beard and your hair looks nice, so you're doing something right.
oh, dang. You should just stop.
Yeah.
Aw.
Stop it.
No.
Got about 5 minutes before another break, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Avery. Which one? A lot of them have been answered, which is great. I've been wanting to hear this one for so long. Does Avery feel indebted to Canna, for the finding of their mother? Because without Canna using the scrying orb and using his portents to make the natural one, she would still be missing.
No, they don't feel indebted to Canna because it was a transaction created between Canna and their father.
Mm-hmm.
And Avery operates from a different place, so that was a debt that is to be fulfilled by their father, not them, because
Right.
that was the agreement that was made. So they feel no obligation to Canna for that.
Sure.
Okay.
If I can add a side on, do they at least feel grateful, and would they ever thank him for that? Because I don't remember that happening in that episode.
They are grateful. I don't know that they would ever actually say it, because expressing gratitude would then would then imply a debt.
Fair enough.
It would go against their Feywild nature.
Also, Canna's stinky, so we understand.
I beg your pardon.
Smell like tuna, my man. You smell like tuna.
Anyway,
It makes me laugh.
Avery, it is your turn to ask a question.
Brett.
No, it's Avery.
Oh, it's Avery? Wait.
Oh, hang on. My fiance, I love him. I love you so freaking much.
Are we about to get another
Did you just
food
send me a
delivery?
link on how to pronounce Abner?
Whoa. Braver man than I.
Whoa.
No, he did not do that. It was just the PDF he sent me for the Discord. Didn't want to load it first, so it just sent me back to what I was looking at originally. Anyway, I love him. He's adorable.
Who changed the names of the people, the categories for this document I made? I saw some of these, but now there's Canna, Smarty Pants McGee.
What? Excuse me.
And there's Lux Smut Queen.
It's anonymous dinosaur, whatever that is.
I do agree with Abner 12 out of 10, handsome, obviously. But, like, you know, just...
Dadley's out here fucking blushing.
Oh no, I was laughing about I changed somebody's name.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is if you look at the tabs on the side, it's all the same size.
So my question's for Dono.
Yeah?
Why did you name the campaign Crossroads?
Oh, lovely. Because I was going to be implementing a lot of fae, mythicality, like things that are working within the world, running into people like devils and demons and showing the crossroads of life, and also that, I guess a spoiler, the campaign is very much about fucking, hey, these are the different crosses or interactions that you have within life of just, there's something bigger going around. I wanted to have a campaign that was, hey, this is the world, it's dangerous, it's this is how you live your life within it, you're going to interact with these and these and these and these and these different things, and it's just these points all together, and that the world is also dealing with fae and demons and these different things that are very like crossroads. Like there's a deal that can be met, there's situations that can be changed. It's
there you go.
It's a very open name.
And with that, we're going to take another quick break. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after another message. From every local D&D sponsor. No, I'm kidding. That's your
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I'm so...
Donner, you do this every other Tuesday. It's every time.
Donner, you want
Oh, my bad.
Hi,
Fine.
everybody. We're
Wait,
back.
you don't want to fuck Brett? What's wrong with you?
Dippy,
I
go
already
to
talked to him about this. Thank you.
We just entered back in. Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
Oh! Oh no!
Oh, no.
Donna, warning.
I
A
did.
little bit of a heads
And
up
then you
then.
talked over me.
Oh god!
You're the DM. Take control of the situation.
I was being nice.
Don't.
God,
that
I
was
kind of want to
offending you.
ask one of these two. Honestly, I'll ask this because
I would answer both if you ask both. Them both were about me.
when Canna's
Yeah,
partner
like-
invited them to the sea, if she had not offered him a pack with a Titan, would he have said yes? Question mark.
Absolutely not. Even with the knowledge that he gained of like, oh, the thing that she did was an old Triton proposal, you know, like, and like, you know, it's a true symbol of love and respect and authority with each other or whatever it is. If that had involved, like, if she kissed me again and I went into that vision again and had to face that Titan again, I would have flipped shit. I would have been so disappointed. But then it was explained in session how that worked, and you know that she's working on his communication skills. So I'm glad that wasn't offered, because if it was, he would have flipped shit. Like he would have gone insane on her ass. Like, no, I'm still not going to be fucking like pact holder for one of the ancient titans to bring about the like some change in the universe. Like,
Fine.
Yes. All right.
you could have just said no.
All right.
Like,
My other one is
Yeah, no,
because
that-
you know we're gonna get through these. That you answered that pretty quickly. As someone who hasn't had any mental messages, what was it like to have Lux shout in your head, "You're not the boss of me," before storming off?
This was when you were trying to de-escalate them from convincing to telling everyone that aliens were real.
this was when
This was recent.
I told them not to tell other people that aliens were real, so they would go to bed.
Yes.
And they mentally responded to me, "You're not the boss of me." Okay, so part of this question is slightly misleading. Canna is familiar with the process of mental messages. Like, he's cast the message spell a couple of times, and up until that point where that happened, he had just learned sending, so he was aware of...
That's why it says you've had many. But also, having a
I
conversation
haven't
with someone
had many.
and having someone shout, basically turning the volume up and gain up to 12 into your brain,
Yeah.
because Lux didn't have much control, or maybe she did when she was, you know, tripping.
Yeah, so someone yelling in my head was not something I was like unprepared for. But at the same time, it's also like yeah, that was different. I'm surprised that
You were
that was their
also
reaction to...
You were also inebriated at the time. I believe is the
was.
correct word. So
Yeah, a little bit of a headache then.
I think
for
the
sure.
next time that Lux does it to you, you will realize, oh,
Oh, wait.
That wasn't her just shouting at me. That was actually her.
Like,
in my
that was her
brain.
shouting at me in my brain. Like-
I do have a question for Lux. Why don't you talk at people's heads more?
You'd rather be in her books.
Also, did the first question on...
Does Lux
on
just have a lot of
12's thing-
slutty thoughts, so she just doesn't like?
I think
Well,
Lux
she was
is
writing a
afraid
book.
that- I think Lux is afraid that people are going to be more disappointing than books, so why talk to them?
Exactly.
Valid.
I don't know what happened to the first question on 12's questions, or if that just somehow got like messed up or whatever.
We don't
Yeah,
need
it's okay.
it.
It was already answered. So
Oh, okay. On that note, no, I already asked. Or did I?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I did. So let's see. The really like asshole thing to do would be for me to ask one of my own questions. No. And try to guess who wrote it down. No. This is just a funny one. Dish. How many dishes could dish out if Dish could dish out dishes? Disses?
Enough to make Canna blush.
Yeah. That I figured.
I can't lie, I was proud writing that.
That's very good. No, that's very, very good. That's enough to make Dadley blush.
And it's 3 then? Like
I was just thinking 1.
There is a
Yeah.
question in the chat. I actually dropped it in the bottom of the group questions.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Oh, I think Friendly Celestial just sent it again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it the potatoes?
Yeah.
It's potatoes.
Yeah, if each player was a potato. If each character
Oh, hang
was a
on.
type of
It
potato.
was Brett's turn to pick a question.
If each player could describe themselves as a potato.
No, I knew that was what was going to happen. I
Yeah.
didn't.
If each player could be described as a potato, what kind of potato would each cast member be? Mashed, hash brown, baked, fried,
Burnt like my soul. No.
like
What potato would we be all?
I think it'd be a
There's
baked
also
potato.
like tater tots
It's also true.
and.
Or like those
French
smiley
fries.
tater tots, you know the ones that shape like little smiling faces?
Mhm.
Mhm.
It's
Would you
also
be a
funeral potatoes.
Would you be a fully loaded potato?
Actually, no. What kind of potato I would be? I would be a
Curly and waffle cut fries too. Sorry.
I would be a potato stew.
Mm.
Ooh.
Oh.
Served in a bread bowl specifically.
Smash it,
There's
bake it, not throw it in a stew.
Mm-hmm.
There's a really convoluted way to prepare a potato called potato en papillote, which is basically you slice it really thin, you place it in between wax paper, you bake it. After seasoning, you season it, and then you place it in between 2 layers of wax paper, so it basically makes like the shape of a flower.
Mm-hmm.
And then you bake it, you take it out, and then it's like these little flat, like baked.
Potato chips?
No, it's not potato chips. Okay, I have a. Okay, so the funny thing is, I have a. I think I've said it on stream before, and if I haven't, it's a new revelation. That I have a library of videos that I have like downloaded for my own like when the internet goes out, I will have this repository of like videos that I can watch. One of those is 63 ways to cook a baked potato or to cook a potato. And I have watched that video so many times. But the problem is I still think I messed up the description of on papillote potatoes.
While he's figuring out his non-potato chips, potato chips.
They're not
What's everyone
potato
else's?
chips. I'm going to look this up.
What's everyone else's?
You go ahead and look at y'all's, obviously.
A sweet potato.
Oh,
Mm.
gross.
That's cute.
That's not a. I'd want to say waffle fries for myself, like if I was a potato.
That's fair.
Because I'm allowed to, like, I want to say
Yeah.
waffle fries, but honestly, right now, I'm one of my wife's favorite types of potatoes, which is a little square that is, like, just mashed potatoes, but is fried on the ends. So it's kind of
Yes.
like a, like, fry, but it's not because it's, like, very smushy consistent on the
Yeah.
inside with a crispy end and
good.
such, and that's because I'm a little squishy right now. Trying to get that waffle cut dough.
Avery, do you have an answer? Stealthy?
I feel like I would be cold cannon potatoes. Mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm here for that. Vodka.
Yum.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yep.
I can't even get mad. That's well done. Well played. But your birthday cake flavored vodka because you're very sweet.
I I want to stress the first alcoholic drink I ever had was pink lemonade Burnett's vodka, and like it's burned in my brain.
You can be a pink lemonade if you'd like to be a vodka.
Pink lemonade Burnett's vodka, $8 bottle of vodka that's bigger than my head.
Oh my god. Yeah, on pepiotas, thinly sliced, oil, salt, in a folded parchment paper in an oven at 400 degrees for 45 minutes.
Okay, so they crisp up.
They don't.
Why would you call your my wife?
No, I didn't say anything about. I didn't say anything about chips. I said they crisp up.
My wife considered herself funeral potatoes. Wife?
Hello?
That's no.
Wait, what are funeral potatoes?
Very common here in Utah.
They're very good.
And Idaho.
Okay.
You take them to
Very good.
funerals.
To make people feel better, and it works every time.
I'm sorry, you guys take potatoes to funerals.
It's
I mean, if I the player was a potato, it would be this like the cubed what is it? Breakfast potatoes, not hash browns, but like
Home fries?
Yeah, home fries. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want tater tots. Thanks.
I want the Dunkin' Donuts tiny hash browns.
Dude, Dunkin' Donuts hash browns slap.
They
Like
really
they're
do.
so much better than they deserve to be.
They really, like.
I guess okay. So I do have an alternate of what I would be.
Okay.
What kind of potato I would be if it wasn't Colcan potatoes. I think the best potato that I've ever had fried was a they were diced like super tiny cubes and then fried in duck fat.
What?
Like pan fried in duck fat.
Ooh.
I know what I'm doing this week. I'm carving up a duck tomorrow, and I'm gonna be like roasting it, and then I'm gonna be taking that fat, and it's gonna be a good old time. And guess what? Natalie not invited because apparently I can't come over to the house and make him soup.
All right. So rollies for an individual question.
Okay. I'm rolling a D12, so nobody get higher than a 12.
You know what? Fine, I'll also roll D12.
I got a nat 20, motherfuckers.
I don't even have that number.
Okay, John.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
Donald.
sorry. I have one more alternate to this because my fiance
Okay.
just reminded me of my favorite fucking pizza.
Oh.
It is a potato pizza.
Pancetta and potato, absolutely, yeah.
It's been cooked with duck fat as well. And then it's got the pancetta on it, so it's got like a nice salty like richness to it, and it's just absolutely delicious pizza.
There you go.
You guys, whenever you guys come down for the wedding, I will take you to this place to have this pizza.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dude, at this point, I have to stay for like 2 weeks with all the shit we want to do. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, by the way, Dono.
What?
Do you not need me to like stop in Missouri anymore? You're taking your whole family with you.
That's a good question. We're just
Later.
I keep trying to plan this. Later, not on stream, not on stream.
We have a meeting.
Later, yeah. The Dapper D's need to have a meeting.
But not Derb.
I mean, Derb, you can come.
You can absolutely come if you want.
I'm an honorary Dapper D. It's fine. Like Delpy over there.
No, like to the wedding.
Dangerously stealthy.
Question.
Dangerously stealthy.
Isn't Ganucci potatoes? Like,
I don't know.
Or Nucci or whatever the fuck that noodle
Are you
thing?
talking about gnocchi?
Gnocchi, yes.
Gnocchi is potato.
Sorry.
Don't know your question.
Potato based, I think.
No, that's not my
It's
question.
a potato pasta.
Dono, your
Yes.
question.
Oh, do I have a question? Wait.
Yes,
what?
you rolled a natural 20 on the rollies.
Shit! I totally forgot.
It was 6 seconds ago.
I got a cat in my hands now.
Don't blame it on the.
Welcome to one round of D&D.
Shit. Who do I want to ask a question to? What's 12's drug record like?
Jesus.
That was one of those questions that I was like, are we like keeping this on the question sheet? Like,
sure. 12 is, you know, he likes his drink. He likes a good time. 12 still is not ready to let go of his party years. And he's been carrying weed this entire campaign.
Yeah.
Has not
I'm
been
almost
stopped for it yet.
I am almost out. What, is it illegal?
And Droog?
All right.
I mean,
besides
huge
that,
tobacco
Droog
export.
feels like the kind of place you could bribe a guard with weed.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Besides that, there's definitely like let's be real. He was in a a group of dudes, just a bunch of guys being dudes. There was definitely late night shifts of like, yeah, I gotta watch the Watchtower all night. I'm not feeling it. Coffee's not doing anything. You know, I got something that you can put up your nose that will keep you up all night. And like, he hasn't been again. He's never once said no to the offer.
Oh God.
Besides that, like, he's probably tripped once, hated the experience. Like, he tripped in the entire time. His dad was just like, "You're a failure," and he's like, "Wow, that was terrible. Why do people do this for fun?"
Jesus.
No, Jesus was in the trip. Then he hears his dad.
I actually 100%. I imagine 12's bad acid trip is robot dad body, biological dad face, just telling him everything he did wrong.
Oh God!
I think you've explained this to me before too.
I have.
Oh, gee.
So yeah, that's 12's drug history.
One more question, just because it's a throwaway. Nobody else. What do you think of the gnome that you met at the very beginning of, in session 0?
The racist guy?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, me and Donald said, we've told this many times. I was like hammered, and Donna was fucking blitzed when we sat down for session 0, and it took like 2.8 seconds for it to go off the rails so fast. This gnome that he made me travel with kept calling me one of the good elves. He's like, "Yeah, you're one of the good ones." I can't lie, every single time we travel, in the back of my brain, I'm like, are we gonna run into this fucking guy? Am I gonna recognize him?
Are we gonna run
like
into him again?
because he did, like, he was friends with my dad and he helped me escape, and in some parts of his brain he's like, this guy's on my side, and other parts of my brain he's like, now that he's not helping me, is he gonna be like, ugh, dirty elf? Like, so he was fine, I guess, if you can look past the racism, which
honestly, he just didn't like people that were stuck up and because elves know a lot. But yeah, that was just reason.
Oh, so he would hate Canna.
Yeah.
No, Canna's not stuck up. Canna's smart, but not stuck up.
What?
So yeah, that yeah, he was interesting. I think I just got.
So Avery's gonna kill a gnome one of these days, apparently.
Yeah. Oh no, he would have no problem with you.
Avery looks like a pallet elf.
I don't care. He wouldn't have a problem with you.
Wow.
He knows the difference between a fey elf and a fucking asshole that's been living here on this planet for way too long and thinks he knows everything.
He called 12 one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Okay. I think there was a knock on my office door, so I gotta go. But in the meantime, now with Ink's upgrades, is Canna less jealous of all the other familiars?
Is that actually?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Listen. The importance of pre-explanation is, like, not lost on anyone in the party now because of fucking Squire. So, when I found my familiar, when I cast Find Familiar and found my familiar, I was like, okay, these are some animals that I would be thinking of, and like, and Donna was like, cool, you get a salamander. And I was like, huh? And I was like, okay, sure. I couldn't talk, couldn't magically teleport from their home plane or otherwise without a dismissal, obviously. And just in general, just a doofy looking thing that I loved. Squire comes along with a backstory, a family, the ability to talk, and
Avery just reaches out into the void and rips Messenger from the Feywild.
And Messenger? Like, Messenger had been pre-established even before that. And, Canna couldn't help but look at Ink and wonder, did I do something wrong?
Okay.
Like, did I...
Pause. My wife has just told me what the type of fries I was, or like baked, the potato that I was trying to explain. It's called a Piccadilly fry. You're welcome, because the people in the chat were just like, that sounds so good. So
there you go.
All right, continue. Sorry.
But yeah, no, there was a part of me that was like, did I do something wrong? Like, why can't my familiar do any of these things that I see all of my other friends' familiars doing? And then I had my meeting with Islin, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm cool with being able to talk to my wife slash fiance slash girlfriend through my familiar now. Like, that's great. Like,
And if further questions asked, Dish does not want a familiar.
Is that one of the questions that's written
No,
down?
but I feel like it
No.
would be later. No, he does not want a familiar.
Oh, okay, there you go.
What if the familiar was
Good.
like a tiny pocket-sized human?
Jesus.
Very.
In a dog collar.
Very.
No.
Oh my god.
He can get a regular sized one of those. He doesn't need one that's in his pocket.
All right. I think I've pretty
I don't know,
evenly
pretty-
distributed my questions.
I do like a
I've
chat
asked.
question from the Emerald.
Mhm.
The Emerald.
Yes, the vodka answer now makes me think, what alcoholic drink would you be and what drink would your character be? So us personally and the character.
Oh. All right. Fun. Yeah. Thank you for the question, The Emerald 97.
Yes, the Emerald, one of Brett's mods.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Let me get this written down.
I personally have like been asked this, like this is like a cutesy first date question that I've been stuck in. I am a rum and coke. I am nothing special, but I get the job done and get get you where you need to go. Like, but now that I say that out loud, that sounds kind of depressing. But I see myself as a rum and coke. Like, 12 I have to think about.
Canna is a drink that you've never heard of before that takes like 3 or 4 different ingredients that the bar definitely doesn't have. And when they don't have the ingredients to make that, they just put like a gin and tonic on the table, and Canna wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And meanwhile, Dippy, have always been just kind of like a. I like mixers and hard liquor. I'm not that big of a beer guy. But if I were an alcoholic drink, I would probably just be a good double shot of like Jack Daniels. Like,
I now realize we have at least 2 people that don't drink here, so we will broaden it from alcoholic drinks.
I'm
to
gonna,
any drink.
I'm gonna say this. Since I don't drink, what alcoholic drink would you say I am?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Brett, you're an old fashioned.
I'll take that.
I was literally thinking of
Literally
the same
in the
fucking thing.
chat,
Yes.
someone said that Brett is an old fashioned.
That would be his wife. That would be
Incredible.
Brett's wife.
Brett, Brett's an old fashioned. What can I say? Yeah, absolutely. Brett's an old fashioned. Dono, I'm gonna take you on a little bit of a journey to answer this.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
A rum and coke is normally made with heavy cream.
Okay.
Okay, it like the Big Lebowski. That's what he
Mhm.
drinks. There is this little bar. I mean, think of like this little shack in Boston that makes their own chocolate. They make a white Russian, but instead of heavy cream, it is white chocolate, pure white melted chocolate in the drink. That is you.
Oh,
I know. I
that
can see that.
sounds
It's so
Yeah, I see that.
Incredible.
It's so, and I say this with so much love. I stream with you so often. It's so good. It's tasty. But at the same time, you're like, I don't think I could do this every day. How do these people do it? Like, it's amazing that other people can.
It's one of those drinks that's like, you're gonna get me in trouble if I keep doing this.
Yes. Like, I feel like if we lived close enough together, one of us would already be in jail. Like,
Not me. Okay. I'm too good.
yeah,
at it.
no, it's me, but I didn't want to live.
yeah.
Okay.
One of us between the person who doesn't drink.
I think Avery would be a dark and stormy.
Honestly, that's what I
I
was
mean,
thinking
duh,
for you.
right?
Yes, for you.
I was actually gonna say my lemon drop cocktail.
Oh.
For me?
No, for
Or
me.
for
like
you?
that's what I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
say
for
for
you?
myself.
A
Your
lemon
dad is a
drop.
twisted heart tea.
Only one of those words are correct about him.
Oh.
I don't want to know how hard your dad is. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's it. After our conversation, maybe I should have.
I was gonna say that I'm actually an apple bomb, which if you don't know what that is, it's apple cider with Fireball, a shot of Fireball in it.
That also checks out. Yes.
What's the one where you pound the table and the shot falls into the thing?
It's a Jaeger.
Jaeger bomb?
A Jaeger
A
bomb?
Jaeger bomb. Okay, not the same thing then. Never mind.
No, very different. Very different.
Very different.
Is that everyone's?
No, fantasy.
No, fantasy.
Yeah, Lux and fantasy.
So Lux would definitely be a Stella Rosa Black.
Yes.
Damn.
Oh my god, I love Stella Rosa Black, and that makes sense.
Also, you should totally drink it with Powerade in it. It's really good.
Wait, this is a wine, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're telling me to
a
mix
red
wine with Powerade right now.
I saw it
What?
from a YouTuber, and
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
wine cocktails are a thing, my friend, and they're
They-
very tasty.
and I didn't get drunk at all on it.
I'm a spiked
but,
Sunny D. I love that emerald.
I will
And
say
then
That
mine,
Sunny D gave up and started making just straight up spiked Sunny D.
Yes.
and that's good.
That's
I
actually a
have
thing that happens.
4 in my
Yeah.
fridge.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's a thing.
It's so good. All right, and then what are you, Emily?
I am a Stella Rosa Stella Pink.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
That is my go-to. That is the one I'll drink the whole bottle and regret it later.
Dish is a grog because he is just trying to survive.
Very fair.
Just grog.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
While we are on this topic, I will throw out there that because I gave a little bit of a depressing answer for myself, and I'm trying not to be less self-deprecating. Angry Orchard used to make this thing called the Iceman. It was a bottle that was this big, and it was so good. But I had a habit. I would buy one on Friday, and it would be gone by like 10:30 on Friday.
Oh.
But that is me as a drink. It is literally this big bottle that is meant for yourself. That's me. You can't buy it anymore, probably because of people like me.
There you go.
The government got together. This man is drinking too much of this shit.
The
Come on.
government is bees. No.
The government stopped me from drinking Angry Orchards.
The whole party is a fishball margarita, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
You mean that thing that Canna was swimming in?
Yeah.
I mean, hey.
And just almost drowned in liquor.
See, I can breathe underwater, so that's not a problem.
That's liquor, not water.
I'm
barely
still
know it.
amphibious.
You ever try to make a fish swim in liquor?
All right, I throw out the last one, so somebody else go.
Lux. This you kind of answered this earlier, but because you don't chat very often, what do you think about the party? You kind of were here just by coincidence, and you've kind of stuck around for your own reasons. Is it more entertaining to be around them, or is it more just they're there because they're muscle?
Well, only one of them is not muscle. The other 2 are. We're gonna be honest.
Wow.
Right, but
But it's definitely entertaining. Definitely entertaining. And definitely different types of people she would have not met at the libraries.
Mostly because most of these guys wouldn't go to the library.
Exactly. She would probably tell them all to shut the heck up.
Valid.
Get the fuck
And it
out
wouldn't
of here.
be it wouldn't be the vocal. It would be like looking at you be like
I
in
feel
the
like
mind.
I feel like Canna has excellent library etiquette.
I also feel like he'd be
You
the
would,
person
yes.
that the librarian would be like, please stop asking me where these books are. There's a computer right there.
Right there.
Yeah,
Correct.
Canna walks into a modern library and is like, yeah, I need, and the librarian just like points, and there's the system, the self look up, and it's like, oh, thanks, and it just like goes.
Dish wouldn't go to the library, or if he would, he'd be kicked out because he doesn't realize you're not allowed to smoke in the library. He doesn't really have a chance to go into places that aren't shops, so he's just like.
Dewey Decimal System. Dewey Decibel. Are we talking about loud books here? Lux.
Oh my.
Your question, Millie.
Hey, Dono.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. Honestly,
Incredible.
started on a little thing, got a fucking gift from Brett, fucking knocked me out of the park with that one, went swimming with my kids. Now I'm doing this fun shit with my friends. So I'm having a good ass fucking day.
Good.
I'm glad.
I need to eat.
Good.
I'm so under my
Yes,
calories.
we should be wrapping up soon. We've
I
been
am
at this
so
for
under
2.5
my
hours.
calories.
Let's go for one more question from each person to one other person.
Okay. So
Or
lightning round?
actually, or I was gonna say, if there's something you were excited to talk about when you haven't touched it, how about you ask yourself a question if you're wanting? If like,
can I ask? I can ask this. Okay.
Okay.
What are you as a player most excited for within the campaign to do with your character?
lose my virginity. No. Okay.
Let's see.
You turned down Dish. I don't even want to hear it.
Wow.
No, Avery kind of violently said no to that.
Yes.
This is-
No. What are we most excited? So 12 is slowly becoming a little more book learned. Of like he has sincerely though, it's influence of y'all fucking book nerds. I say as I'm like diehard into Fourth Wing right now. So he has his little pamphlet that he can do ritual spells, and he's now keeping a log of all the potions he does. I wouldn't say downtime, but I'm excited for like us to hit the lull, hit like the hey, we don't have a mission at the moment, and we just get to go wild with. We learned all these new skills. Like,
yeah, we like kind of like in the Valmira campaign when we had a session that was literally just role playing a month of downtime.
Yes.
Like that was fun. I
I
see where you're coming from when you say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for like 12 has learned things that aren't very important to travel and going out and doing missions and using those things at some point.
Canna is looking forward to getting married in a D&D game. Like, I mean this so sincerely when I say like I have been that alone for that long. Like out here, that in there will be so fun to like just pretend. Like it's great. Don't feel bad for me.
Oh, and the Fey Ball or whatever the fuck it is.
That's absolutely something I'm looking forward to as well.
Every once in a while, 12's like, "What is this thing?" And everyone's like, "When the DM says it."
You guys have about 3.5 weeks before it's time to go. I've been keeping track of it on the calendar. It's
I will
soon.
say, if you guys are able to finish this like mission early, you can get downtime before that ball happens or that whole thing happens. So
maybe
we'll see.
Yeah.
And are you guys gonna be taking the cart to the Feywild to go to the spell?
Of course we are. If we can, we absolutely are.
I don't know about that.
I would override your decision.
What are we gonna feed Maribel?
Feywild apples.
What is gonna do to her?
Do you want your moose to get stuck in the Feywild?
Or worse, it learns how to talk and just
do you want to sell your
awful to you guys?
I want Maribel to know how to talk. That's why I want her to eat a Feywild apple. No.
Hey guys.
So this is actually my answer is actually touching on another question that was there for Avery.
Okay.
Was I'm really excited about Avery going back to the Feywild and everything that would all that entails. But one of the questions that was actually on the sheet for Avery was when going to the Fey event, who in the party is not allowed to meet the queen? / what precautions will you be planning any precautions to be sure no one gets into a terrible deal? Yes, Avery will be Drill Sergeant Strix on rules of Feywild and tell you who you can and cannot talk to. And also, just Canna's not allowed to meet the Fey Queen in any way, shape, or form.
Oh no!
Purely because Avery knows what they're getting into. Abnir already tangled with a deal with a greater being and has learned his lesson thoroughly. They trust Lux to actually be quiet and pay attention.
Whoa!
Canna just kind of starts fluidly talking through whatever he's thinking because that's how he processes things, and they're very concerned about. Canna will not allowed to be able to talk to him.
You know what?
You're probably exactly right. Yeah, you're probably exactly right. Well, moving swiftly on from that, one of the questions I saw.
Neither Lex or I have answered.
What?
Neither has answered.
Oh, for your thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, it's Stealthy just so fluidly transitioned into answering one of their own questions. I thought that was what we were doing. My apologies.
I was knocking two birds.
Knocking it out. Yeah. Sorry. Go right ahead.
So what are you guys excited about?
Go ahead, Fantasy.
Books.
Well, always. I want to see if she actually ends up writing the book.
Okay. What about the aliens? I'm kidding.
Well, yeah.
Dono's excited about the aliens.
I am.
Donald's always been excited about aliens, though.
Yeah.
I have many things.
That would be
I'm
fun.
realizing I may not be able to fit it all in the campaign.
Yeah.
Or we just go beyond level 15.
We go beyond level 20. Everyone multi-classes.
Yeah. Dish. I'm curious, not Dish. I'm curious to see how Dono / you guys convinced Dish to stay, because if not, I have something prepared.
Oh.
Because I've said this to you guys, and I don't know if it was a stream or not. Dish is unless something dramatically happens, Dish is not going to leave Drew. He's lived here his entire life. You guys are fun, kind of. But he's got a whole life here. He's got family, he's got a love interest, he's got plenty of things to do.
That's fair.
We have to convince Alex to come with us too.
That's it. We get Bright to join as your partner in game.
Yes.
As Alex, I don't know if she'd be down to play Alex, but she has another character. I told you about this, Stanley, and I think that'd be much more entertaining.
Oh my god, yeah, that would be very interesting.
Tell you about it later, Dono.
There you go.
I feel like the first group question would be a good one to answer for all of us.
Okay.
Because so much has happened. Favorite moment you've had between different party members?
We should this be the last one because it's late.
Yeah, it is.
I was about to say, let that be the last one, so we go down.
I mean, yeah, I also feel like that's a good one to end on.
Yeah. This is a tough one.
Okay. So the one I remember, and this was at the very, very beginning, is when we pretty much started like a book club, and then crap happened. One guy left. Then just I thought that was fun, and
yeah,
bringing in the fun stuff.
I mean, technically, was I not a part of that book club
No,
when it was
you were.
originally? Yeah. So
we
we just
referenced
need
a
another
lot
book
of
club
books in the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, we
that
we
was
need to, like,
you,
get back
Sebastian, and Lux. That you guys were fucking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was good stuff. Oh gosh, favorite moment between different party members is tough because my default answer was about to be natural one scrying, but that wasn't between party members.
Yeah.
That was between me and an NPC.
Anything but.
Oh, sorry. You and 12 figuring out whether or not the tongue works both ways.
Yeah, that is pretty up there. In good moments.
Okay. Can
That
I genuinely say, Player Dippy wasn't 100% sure if that thing that he said was going to come across in any way as testing the tongue the opposite direction. I wasn't sure, but I wanted to try.
Yeah.
Because of how funny it ended up being, I thought that maybe it would be funny, but also because I just, like, if it did work both ways, Canna would be so mean, like, all the time, and would just be flipping the coin for persuasion, like, otherwise. That was a good moment.
Anything between Lux and Cherry made my fucking day.
Yeah, they were very cute.
The two sassy telekinetics, like Abner 12, no idea what's going on, which made me laugh even harder, knowing that these sassy ass conversations were happening right in front of us. Like anything going on with those two was absolutely top tier, amazing.
These fuckers, really?
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite moments was when they were walking up the hill, and Avery waking up from a dead sleep and grabbing 12, and not letting go whenever the Rakshasa was trying to take over him. And then at the end going, you don't have to do anything if you don't want to say, or do anything if you don't want to. Because, like, fighting, like, giving up the arm, because at that point they had already given up the arm, but I feel like it was more important. That was a more important moment for...
That was on the bridge, by the way.
Well, you know, that was on... Losing the arm was on the bridge. Yes. No, but, whenever... 12 told his patron to fuck off, and while they were walking up the mountain.
Yeah. Sorry, thank you.
With Mineral.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 tiny ones. I'm not gonna get into heavy detail. I'll let other players get into heavy detail. The tug of war in 12's mind. The first emotionally vulnerable moment in the hotel in Shallows. And the wild magic water when we were walking up the mountain. Two of those came from the mountain.
I still have wild magic water left.
I do too. I have like my regular water skin still has wild magic water in it too.
Jesus.
God.
But yeah, so I think that would be one of Avery's favorite moments with 12. With Canna is dragging him. I think it was the argument they had in the cave, but now it's dragging him back to the boat by the ear.
Yeah, I have to agree. Like Avery and Canna, the argument in the water was like fantastic. A+, like callbacks and roleplay and everything was like that was top tier.
I just saw your name on the call.
Yeah.
I also think Lux between I just like the friendship and the acceptance of all the weird shit that happens between Avery and Lux. They're just like, okay, that's great. But primarily just the Avery walking down and going, Lux, you are a squishy sorcerer. I'm going to teach you how to use at least one martial weapon, okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
What I thought of from the last episode. I'm sorry, y'all. We're all standing in the entrance of this spa with Canna and 12 in the corner. Well, there's 3 doors. There's one door for the males, and there's one door for the females, and there's one door for the co-ed, if you're comfortable with that. I don't know which door to go into. And Lux just storms through the room and goes into the co-ed door. And it's like the first time you see, like, true teenage brothers just staring at each other being like, what? Are we about to see people naked? What's happening right now?
Avery just following Lux right after Lux. Like, both of them just went, like, straight down the middle, and
Yeah, that was a moment of like
You're all
finally
dead to me. How dare you do
remembering
this to me?
that was a moment of finally remembering me and 12 are brothers.
Yeah, it was
like
one of the
brothers.
brotherly moments we have had. Like it
Oh my
gives
God,
me
are
the
we-
same vibe of like,
dude.
yeah, of like, did we just find a Playboy magazine? Like, what is fucking, like,
Pretty much.
yeah.
Which is
yeah.
also why I love the emotional moment, like the emotionally vulnerable moment in the hotel. We get a letter from our parents that's like, "Hey, we
Oh
weren't
my
able to
God,
scry on it.
yes.
We weren't able to scry on you, but we're gonna let you know that we're gonna let you know that we're okay and that we're in town if you want to say hi." I don't think we ended up saying hi because that was the day the boat was leaving.
Yes.
But 12, you looked at that letter and you went, like, you said something. I forget exactly what.
I basically said like, I feel so bad that I put him through this. Like,
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, that was like internal jaw drop of like, oh my God, did he actually just have an emotionally vulnerable moment like Canna has been wanting to have with his brother this whole campaign? And then the hug, and then that.
yeah.
I love that moment. It's great.
Brett, do you have any favorite moments so far
I mean,
in your 2 episodes?
And 2 roleplay sessions.
3.
3 episodes. 3 episodes, 2 offline roleplay sessions.
I'm looking very forward to doing that one roleplay between Avery and Canna. I am unbelievably ecstatic to crack open y'all's emotions. I don't know why. There's just
Are y'all planning roleplay sessions?
Okay.
we do that. Oh, you
Small-
missed
There's
it.
a chat
small
in a
explanation.
Discord.
There is an RP chat where players can introduce a roleplay scenario out of game, like that either happened in the past or could happen in the future, and
Or
like,
not happen at all. It could just like a non-canon.
or it hasn't happened at all, and it's non-canon at all. Like, but me and Brett and Stealthy did one of these where we basically were like talking to each other
I haven't touched
about
this chat at all.
Yeah.
Dish basically sat Avery and Canna down across from each other and were like, why are you the same person? I'm not going to say any more than that, but that's coming up in an episode. Because, like, the fact that we could just literally go word for word through this, like, in a session.
I hope we don't. I hope we improv it a little bit.
We could. I would feel better just reading it off like a script. Like,
Well, I would like to give an opportunity for both fantasy and 12 to be like, what the hell's going on with these two? Like, what's going on?
Of course. Yeah,
And-
of course.
Why does it sound like Canna's reading a script right now? He's ignoring everything
Yeah,
I said.
exactly.
I don't know what you mean. I have a
But he is my brother.
It's the
so
end of the
far
paper.
away. I'm right
It's
here.
the end of the paper. What? Oh my god.
All right.
No.
Dono needs to eat.
Yes.
Oh, no, okay.
The other one, I'd say that we didn't really get a chance to discuss it, but maybe if fantasy has some time, but like just being able to cook breakfast with one of you guys in like the sunrise and the oasis, really didn't get to discuss that because Dono had things to do. But it's probably a very gorgeous and majestic thing if you ever watch a sunrise in the desert. Like off an oasis, it'd be mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good stuff.
All right. Well, this has been fun. We still have other questions, but that can be for the
We
next
will save
Talkback.
for another talkback.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And if people want to, if you saw this and want to ask us questions where we do it in a talkback as well, we have a section in our Discord that you can go to and ask questions to the to us, the cast, whether it be for this campaign, another campaign, or anything like that. Go there and you can talk to us. We interact. We have been having fun little things going on. We're planning little events in there and more stuff for it. So please go check that out. Fucking help us build that up. And we'd love to be able to chat with you there, along with here in the chat. But besides that, is there anything that we need to say before we head out?
See you all
Come back
Thursday?
come back on Thursday for
Come back
episode
on Thursday
2.
for Moonlit Mist of the come back on Thursday for episode 2 of the Moonlit Mist, where we're gonna find out what this army parade is all about, and come back on Friday for an Inquisition talkback where we get to do this again, but with a different set of questions and a different set of characters. Like
2 different characters.
Two different
players.
I actually
Three
have a
different
character
players.
this time.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Nope, you haven't. They didn't play-
Which, by the way, I will just like playfully remind you guys present in the call. Add your own questions if you haven't already. I added some. I don't know how many are there.
I added some, I think.
Well,
But
there you go.
yes, come back on Friday for that. Thursday for Moonlit Mist, Friday for Inquisition. And then we will see y'all for another crazy week of D&D and Dapper D's and any other D's that you can think. I just now realizing that we are the Dapper D's and we play D&D's. We should probably change our name to Annie D's.
Andy's nuts? Like, that's what it sounds
Annie
like it's leading
D's
up to.
nuts.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, with that,
That's the after
remember,
show.
remember.
D's nuts. Yes, thank you, Howell.
With that,
You got there.
your adventure matters. Stay
Bye-bye.
stay awesome and roll your initiative. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It's cold outside. Bye.
Stick around, we're gonna raid somebody. Remember to drop, if you are a subscriber, the raid gift.